than I was over the weekend. So cranking out those Tenacious D jams.
What a way to end the trip.
It was good. That's where I lost my voice.
You lost it before that.
Yeah.
And then you, like, gathered it back.
Man, I don't know how I mustered it back up.
I have no idea. All of a sudden, you just sounded like a regular old Bigo. I was like, when did this happen? What? This weekend, you all just amazed me with just...
Perseverance.
Seriously. Your drive, it's tickling.
Yeah. It was something all right.
It was something all right. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Thursday, August 13th, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
An octave lower, Bigo Gordon. Still recovering my voice.
Mine too. And I didn't even go as hard in the paint.
No,
as
you didn't.
You did.
Yeah, you didn't go as hard in the paint. But I mean, that gets us right off the bat, man. Fellas annual getaway right out of the gate. I mean, you had a surprise guest.
I had two.
You had two surprise guests.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So little did Semko know that I'd been plotting to come on this trip for months, and
I hate you.
Brought along my band of merry men.
Yes, you did.
And by merry men, I mean Jimbo.
Yes. Our angel investor.
Our angel investor came out. So he was a secret angel investor. You just outed him.
Oh, no.
And it doesn't matter. He'll still give us money.
I hope so.
But yeah, so the Fellas Annual Getaway up to Pittsburgh, it had two extra tag-alongs.
It did.
Because I and Jimbo came. We had an inside man. DW was aware of it. And he helped us facilitate a few of the things. Most importantly, I just want to make sure we had a bed to sleep in because I knew the house. I knew there were 4 beds. Okay. And 6 dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, jokes on them. 2 of these dudes think they get the bed to themselves. Not so
fast, my friend.
Y'all sharing. And that's exactly what it did. Just like the old school days. We're 40-year-old men.
Yes.
Sharing beds with each other. All right. I
was with wonderful Will Billy.
Wonderful Will Billy. A deep sleep in Will Billy, I hear.
Well, and he actually, I don't know how to feel. He didn't join me for the final night.
Aw.
He slept on the couch.
Did he really?
Yeah.
All right. He was exhausted from alphing all night. He was an alpha.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I got the bruises to prove it.
Yeah, you challenged him.
I did.
And boy.
When you're in a wolf pack, there's the alpha. And it's like, is it the Omega? What's the other, like, sub-alpha that, like, challenges the alpha every now and then?
Oh, you're right. There is a term for that.
I think it's an Omega. I was, like, the Omega.
You shot your shot with them, too.
I mean, it was kind of in a play for Maynard, but then when he went nacho strength, I was like, okay, that's enough. Yeah. That's where we call it a day.
It was quite the sight to see.
I bet it was.
Because, obviously being probably the only sober one.
Yes.
That is probably the only benefit to that. The downside is I've got to, like, wrangle everyone together.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were like Mama Goose.
It's okay.
Yeah.
2 days was enough, though. I was ready to go. But that is the one thing is I get to kind of see it all unfold, and all day long, you just kept needling. Poking. Needling. Yeah. And
Twinnie's sister just a little wrestling.
And then he finally said, yeah, this is enough.
Yeah.
Put you in your place.
He did.
And then let you know he put you in your place.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, never going to mess with Will Billy ever again.
No, yeah, he'll let you know.
He lets us just kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
And then when he has to, like, make sure that the flock knows the rule.
The pack knows the pecking order. Pack with the pecking order.
He lets us know.
He does. But it was all in good fun.
Oh, it was.
It was all in good fun. Everybody had a good time. I haven't talked to Will Billy yet. Have you talked to him? He took a trip after a back-to-back trip.
I know, that's right. He went to an Orioles game in Minnesota.
Just living that B-more dream.
Seriously.
Just taking it back. Hope he's doing well.
I think so. It's a lot of training, I think, he's doing.
Yeah, it's a lot of classroom stuff, so he's probably like just cruise control right now.
Probably like just reminiscing of all the fun
that
we had.
A lot of fun. You got to see Pirates game. We went to a beer garden.
We did.
I got to meet a wedding couple. Were you there for that part?
No, I was not there for that. I saw the pictures, and I could only imagine.
Jimbo swears I was like, I always broke up a marriage. I was like, I don't know about that. It was more so...
Of course. The 30 minutes you're gone.
I can't believe they let us in that elevator, to be honest with you. Like, because they told us they shut down the rooftop. We were at this hotel, very nice hotel.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's where we had uncovered earlier that there was a rooftop bar. And we're like, yeah, let's go enjoy the sights of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Downtown Pitty. And when we got there, like, oh no, the rooftop bar is closed. for like, I think they said it was for a private venue, probably for the wedding.
Yes, I would assume so.
And we're like, let's just, so I don't know why. I just was like, let's go to the elevator, just go check this thing out. We get in the elevator. Of course, you have to have like a key to get in there. Who walks into that elevator with me? The groom.
Are you serious?
He's like, hey. I was like, hey, man, congratulations.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, yeah, do I know? No, I heard the good news, and I came right over, and I wanted to. Can you push the roof? I'm on the roof. And he's like, what? He had so much chaos because it was me, it was Jimbo. I think, was Will Billy with us? We had a third.
Yeah.
It was Will Billy. It was the three of us. And there's so much chaos going on. He's like, whatever. He's just like, I'm trying to get to my reception. So he pushes the button. We get all the way to the top.
Oh, my God.
And then to the hallway, I'm like, he could tell I don't know where I'm going.
Of course not.
I see the reception. I was like, there's no... I think in my mind's eye, I was like, there's got to be a quiet area that they're not using that we can just go hang out. No. So I turn around, but as I turn around, the bride comes out.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. First time she meets me, she's like, who is this person?
Yes.
Mind you, I'm rocking the nastiest stash known to man.
It was beautiful.
And I was wearing our team shirts for that day, where we did a grab bag for the manliest shirts you've ever seen.
Manliest.
So that was my fun experience on that one.
We definitely explored a lot of Pittsburgh, which I thought was great.
That was great.
I mean, we were on a couple rooftops. You were signing autographs.
I always do.
For people that never asked for
it. No idea who I was.
Nope.
All right, fine. I'll sign the autograph. We were blasting Limp Bizkit,
of course.
Tenacious D, Lonely Island. I mean, all the hits.
Oh, the 5 straight Lonely Island songs.
That was day one.
It was. Let me know exactly what I was going to be in for.
Yeah, we were trying to set the precedence.
Yeah.
That's what a B-More trip looks like.
Boy, man.
Sight to see.
Once we got out of the Airbnb, you didn't know what was going to happen.
Nope.
Where we were going to go.
Where we were going to end up.
We had at the beer garden, you guys did a challenge.
Yeah, I was impressed with Darkness. Darkness impressed me.
I think he cheated massively.
He did.
First, I'm sorry, I'm going to out you. You were holding the table and leaning on the table the whole time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't keep your arms straight, and you tilted back, which I never saw anyone else do.
Yeah.
I think you picked up these because you went to Vegas and saw him do it.
You're talking about me?
No, Darkness.
Yeah, well, you said you. I was like, me? I was like, I didn't do any of those things.
I'm talking right to him.
Yeah, okay, you, Darkness. Yeah, leaning, holding, not all the way. And on top of that, and I'm sorry, it's easier. I was holding by the handle. He had wrapped his hand around the mug.
Well, I think technically that's how you were supposed to do it.
Oh, so I had an unfair advantage too.
You did. Yes. That one, I think that was the rules. You just weren't listening when he said that.
Oh, that's not. But doesn't surprise me at all.
So
what can you tell? People don't know what you're talking about. What was the competition? What was the challenge?
So yes, we were at like a German beer garden.
Yes.
And I guess there is a challenge that was done there. It's called the Hofbrauhaus.
Yes.
And I guess in Vegas there is one there where there can be a challenge where you take it's like a liter of beer in a big mug, and you grab it and hold it. And you just put your arm either straight out or like above. You can't be like leaning down, and it's got to be locked out. It's got to be
locked and level.
Yeah, locked and level. And you just got to hold it for as long as possible. And you're obviously competing against other people. So there was like 6 people.
Yeah, it was all on our guys.
And in Vegas, the loser goes up on stage and gets his ass slapped.
Yes, big paddle.
They don't do that.
They don't do that in Pittsburgh. This classy joint.
Yes, it was classy, and you guys were not classy.
No, we were not.
No.
We were rabble-rousers.
But I will say, we took a video, and we had a video going, Ill Will and I, and Darkness looked like 20 seconds in he was going to struggle.
Yeah.
I thought I was a high competitor and would do whatever it took to win.
Yeah.
He was not going to lose.
No.
I mean, he had the veins in his arms like they were going to snap.
He probably messed his shoulder up hard because he was like locking it in like this. Yeah. But hey,
his face was getting red.
Red.
But man, he held out for like 2 minutes longer than anyone would have thought.
Yeah.
Even though he was cheating, I got to applaud.
Yeah, I wasn't on the second one. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, that was a lot. Your arms had to be hurting.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't too bad, but I was just like, I just don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, that's enough physical strength.
Yes.
I gotta prepare myself for the Willbilly battles later on.
And you did some push-ups throughout the day.
I did a lot of push-ups.
I think you did like 90.
Yeah, I almost got to my 100.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, I gotta know.
We
got distracted.
I know.
Permanente brothers were everywhere.
Twice.
Yum, yum, yum. And we went to a great dive breakfast the first day when we got there.
Oh, yeah.
Whole day. And we took Cash.
O'Leary's.
Sassy waitress staff. They were great.
They were awesome.
And then
food was great.
And then we went to that Irish place the next morning. Remember, we got chicken and waffles. Or did you not get chicken and waffles?
No, I did.
Those were delicious.
That was the same place, I think.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't O'Leary's. It was a different place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Food was great. Pittsburgh food was awesome.
Yeah, we can't complain about the food. Food was great. People were great.
Yes.
The first night that we went, the night we went to a Pirates game, a lot of fun there too.
It was. Thank God we're in our 40s and we all are rather successful.
Yes.
And so DW, we only going to go to the one game.
Yeah.
So he kind of splurged
He
and we
did.
got like we didn't get a suite box. It was the suite level, but it was like a freaking hurricane that
Thank
came
goodness
through.
he got us that because we
Yes.
got into it was dumping and we got to hide in the air condition with all the festivities in there, and we were dressed to impress on that one too.
Oh, that's right.
How could you forget?
I can't believe
I thought you were going
forgot.
to wear it today.
Oh, you know what? I gave it to Ill Will.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, that's right. You said he wanted it.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring all my stuff back. I brought the shirt, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what I have in my hat. I have no idea. Probably still there in Pittsburgh.
Like the belt.
Like the
was
belt. No,
10 years
I
ago.
would never lose the belt. No, but I had given Semco before on our last podcast crud about, are you dressing up? Do you remember I brought this up? And I was like,
yes,
you going
I
to
do.
dress up? You going to do costumes? And you're like, nah, well, I don't think so. And I was like, little do you
Yeah.
know. Yours truly brought a suitcase full. I literally had a carry-on because the part of the surprise was I was going to try and get there before you guys did.
Oh, okay.
But you guys got up at the crack, not the crack of dawn, but early, and you drove up early, and I was like, oh, they're going to beat me.
Yeah.
But I had a carry-on, and in it I had seven pirate costumes, and one lucky winner got an extra one. And that was pretty much my whole suitcase. I could barely fit regular clothes.
sure.
And on top of the other surprise
exactly,
t-shirts.
yes.
I was like, I literally had, shorts, underwear, and I was like, I know I only need like 2 shirts because I've got other shirts
Yes.
that I'm going to be wearing. But yeah, so we did a ceremony of grab bag tradition.
Per usual.
I don't know if we brought up grab bag, but we're getting down the rabbit hole right now. We'll save grab bag for another day. But it's pretty much drawing your name out of a hat.
Yep.
We're all good that way. And the person that got the worst one, the fighting cock, if you will, got the surprise costume. So we were going to a Pirates game. It made sense that we were going to be pirates at a Pirates game, right? But what would be the adversary, would you say, of one of the most famous pirates?
Of course, as a kid, it was Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Yes.
So the lucky winner got to dress up in it was a nice Peter Pan costume. Tights.
Yep.
The little like green like shirt
It was
cloth.
nice.
Pretty little hat. It even had a little dagger.
It did.
A little dagger.
Yep.
And our alpha, the most manly of men, drew it and got to wear Peter Pan. And my God, did he not get more compliments than I think I've ever seen.
Seriously.
Everybody was obsessed with Will Billy.
He almost didn't wear the pants.
And you should be thanking me that he did. I
Yeah.
kept pushing him.
He looked good in them.
He looked good, yeah. He still wore him over his khakis.
I know.
Because he's like, I'm dumping these eventually. He never did.
No.
Kept him on the whole time. He finally embraced his
Yeah.
inner Peter Pan, and it shone. It showed. He even I think he brought the dagger into the stadium, did he?
I'll say this. You mentioned in the last episode the twins thing that you did,
Yeah.
and that was a really good one.
Yeah.
But sometimes, doing like the Waldo and Santa in the summer, some people love it, but then some are like,
These guys are dummies.
dummies.
Yeah.
This one was great. Like, people really loved it. And the security at the Pirates game, I saw the
man.
guy, he like called in and was like, hey, look, there's like 7 idiots in Pirates costume, but one with Peter Pan. They actually look great together. he's going to bring in this fake dagger. Like, it's going to be okay, right? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, go ahead. You can go
Yes.
in. Like, we were so harmless.
So harmless.
We're sitting there. We're taking pictures with, like, so many people.
So many kids.
Oh, and the kids are
the
like...
elderly.
And Will was, like, putting the dagger to, like, the
I was like, hey, easy there.
And the mom's like, no, he's from Canada. He can take it. Like,
we're like, dude, you're the good guy. You're Peter Pan. What are you doing? We're the bad guys.
Everyone loved
Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. We went over the yellow bridge right before the game, and people were stopping us for photos there.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Be More should always be, and I'm glad that we got to do it.
That was perfect. But yeah, Will Billy had that dagger. He had it in the casino.
Yeah. They just love it. They're just like, this guy's harmless. He's Peter Pan. They're probably like, oh, he's like Peter Pan. He's like, I'm Peter Pan. Like, I'm never growing up.
That hat kind of gives it away.
Oh, man. That hat was so small, but somehow still fit perfectly.
Because it had clips inside.
Oh, I didn't know it had clips in it. So he clipped it?
Yeah. It sounds perfect.
Man. What a great, so I think that turned out great. Anything else that before we get into what else happened? The other big thing that happened, we had so many big things that happened on that trip.
It was a big trip.
Big trip.
Not that I can think of. That was it was a lot. It was so much fun. And of course, you kind of had mentioned it before. Kind of the story that I told was how we ended our trip in the Northern Neck with all of us like singing CCR.
Yeah.
And on the very last night, you and DW had just the best
duet. Yeah.
To what was it? Pick a Destiny.
Pick a Destiny.
Yes.
I think it was Pick a Destiny by Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, yes.
And man, from all the yelling from the day before and the day of, this was on Saturday, I had already lost my voice.
You brought it in that song.
I don't know where this came from. It was guttural, and I pushed through.
Yeah.
I hit the high notes, and then my voice.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering. This is 4 days later, and my voice from all that Tenacious D singing.
Yes.
I still can't get my voice back.
But yeah,
I need some chamomile or something.
Some chamomile, honey. But no, the way that you all, because you all don't go hard in the paint. Like, you know, when we were in our 20s, it was like drinking every weekend and going hard.
Yeah.
And so Baltimore was just a different location, same thing.
Yeah.
But man, you guys would just all day long and rally.
I don't know. Like, there were 2 times, like, on that where I was out, and I literally, this is how I was like, I can't do this with you guys anymore because I cannot hang, and I'm so.
We're not asking you to.
I get so tired.
We're not asking you to.
Can't hang with you guys. I fell asleep at the game, but then I got my second win.
You did, and then do you remember how angry
I
you
was
were
so
walking
angry.
to the casino? I mean, I was getting angry as well.
Yes, thank you.
That was the longest walk. For no reason.
For no reason. So we literally knew that there was a casino right next to the stadium. We were like, we'll go play some roulette and we'll play some blackjack and we'll have some fun. And after the game, why we chose Dwight as our Pied Piper to lead us on our way made no sense. We were literally circling the casino. Like, we could see glass windows and then having fun inside, all the roulette and all the blackjack inside, and we kept walking further and further behind the building.
I know.
At one point, we were where the freaking dumpsters were.
I know.
And I was like, dude, I'm done. I am so done. Like, what are we doing here?
I thought you were going to call an Uber.
I was tempted.
And be like, yes, come back to the dumpsters and pick me up.
Yes, I was. I was like, you know where the dumpsters are? They're like, what? I was like, don't worry about it. Just go to the back of the building. Why are you in the back? Don't ask me why I'm back here. Ask that pirate. Don't ask this pirate. Ask that pirate why we're in the back. He swore he was following some other people. I swear those people were trying to mug us. He was like, yeah, these people told me this is the way. I was like, they're taking us to the dumpsters. They're either going to mug us or do something equally awful to us. So stop following people. We should have done what didn't Will say they jumped in a go-kart or like a golf cart?
Yeah, someone came by and like offered them a ride.
And they took it. I should have jumped on that golf cart.
They had like the little almost like rickshaw looking thing that people were on. We should have just hopped on one of those.
Should have, man. I don't know what.
But we got there
Eventually. And then we had so good times.
You gambled a little bit.
A little bit.
I think you forgot about the long walk.
I did. All things were forgiven and forgotten. But DW was a little like, but I heard that I was getting kind of angry, a little grumpy, Bigo.
I was too.
Yeah,
I piled on.
But yeah, no. So that was great. And then Saturday was the other big reveal, man. We got to do the podcast live.
Yes.
We did it live for our draft, our fantasy football draft.
That was so much fun.
It was a blast. There was a lot of talking. I think it was just me losing my voice was just like talking.
Yeah, it was
the
a
entire
lot.
weekend. Usually this is all I talk. And then the rest of the weekend,
a
a lot of jibber jabbing.
A lot of yelling.
A lot of yelling.
A lot of singing.
A lot of singing.
It was worth it.
I like to sing about the sun and the moon. But yeah, so we did the draft live. About a 2-hour draft, 2.5-hour draft. Yeah. And we start off the draft in the best way possible, man. You finally got to, enjoy your beverage of choice. We have it on camera.
We do.
It's in the universe for
everybody to see
until YouTube takes it down for some reason.
Probably.
They're like, oh, this is inappropriate. Your feet juice, man. Your palm feet juice. How did it taste? Please tell the people how. First off, I commend you because you took it on the chin. And you pretty much took it in one big 8 ounces. And you just took it to the house.
I was not going to go back for seconds. It was all going to have to go down right there, or that was it. There's a little bit left. No, done.
Drop. You're like, I was like, hey, there's a little. Yeah, you had Jimbo like floating in front of you, like, hey, come on. You're like, no, I'm not doing it.
Not again. I'm telling you, man. Look. I need a little bit of credit. I can't believe I sat there and drank. It was sitting with your feet for 2.5 days. That was in my head so much. I was like, I think I might gag just knowing it's just been festering the whole time.
It was in a fridge.
It was in a fridge. And thank God it was a dark color.
Yeah.
And it was like a heavy pomegranate.
It looked darker, though. I was like, it looked darker.
I know. That's what made it just even worse. I was like, oh, we got to get this over with. It tasted fine.
Okay, see, there you go.
But seriously, at least 30 minutes afterwards, it smelled like sweaty feet in my mouth. That's all in your head.
That's all in your head.
That aftertaste, I couldn't get rid of it. I kept trying to drink like root beer, ginger beers. It wouldn't go away for like 30 minutes. Yeah, it might have been in my head. Or it just could have been your foot having lingered in there.
Like my foot was in your head, your head hole right there. Yeah.
Oh boy, that was.
I mean, we guys, for this, we delayed this recording because Semco said he was sick yesterday.
I know.
And maybe it was the lingering effects of the foot juice.
It might have been. I'm still not 100%, and I don't. If I'm not better by Monday,
I was challenged watching you drink it. I don't know if you saw. I had my hands on my head. I was like, "Oh my god!"
I wasn't focused on anybody else.
You're in the zone.
I was. I do got to go back and kind of rewatch that a little bit.
Yeah,
I listened to some of it. It was okay. Our pod.
That pod was a mess. I knew it was going to be a mess.
I knew too, but I was just glad we got DW on there.
Got DW on there.
I think he always wanted to get on there for a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
And we got a luchador on there.
Luchador on there, yeah.
A Green Bay luchador.
Green Bay luchador on there.
And I think he enjoyed that
very
much as well.
And then we had the Peanuts gallery in the background.
Yeah.
And we had listeners because during the draft, some people stole people I was talking about.
Yeah. That was a good bit. That was a good move.
Yeah.
You would have done the same.
Yeah, probably. I couldn't be too mad. It was very bittersweet because I was like, son of a, but at the same time, I was like, oh, he's listening. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
I know.
So that kind of gets us right to it. The fantasy draft, man. This is what people come on this for. They love the side stories, but they also love our opinions when it comes to all things professional and fantasy sports.
Agreed.
And let's go right into it, man. So we did our draft. For a recap for people, it was a 14-team one keeper draft.
Yes.
We'd already established our keepers. People had known it for a few days.
Yep.
Well, some people more than a few days because they listen to the podcast.
Exactly.
But so everybody knew their keepers and what round they were coming into, so they could really have a good idea of the draft. We're not going to go through every team. We're not going to do that. But I think you and I both have what we think were maybe the top 3 and the bottom 3.
Yes.
Of the draft, and then we're not going to do the very bottom because we'll save that one for last.
Okay.
Because I think I think we might have some differences on these, but I think we're both in agreement about the dead last.
We better be. It's pretty obvious.
But before we get into the best and the worst, I mean, how did you think the draft went? You think it went well?
I think in hindsight, I did the least amount of research going into this.
Yeah, me too. I was scared. And we do a freaking sports podcast. How is that possible? We did not.
Well, and part of it was we had kind of talked where, yes, like literally you could go to one website and it'd say 10 players are a complete bust, and
Yeah.
then go literally right back over to a competing website, and it would say that these 10 are guys they're going to break out.
Yeah, busting out.
And you can convince yourself on a good pick or a bad pick. But I didn't do but so much, and I won't lie, doing the podcast and talking, trying to make it entertaining, didn't really focus but so much on like my pick until it was time for my pick.
Oh, so you weren't looking at what's going on before or behind or
Not
what's
as
left?
much as I usually do.
Yeah.
I actually do kind of like my team.
Okay.
But man, I'm really not liking. I picked Carnell Tate and Mekhi Lemon kind of back to back. I'm starting to think I shouldn't even have picked either one of them, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. You just never know. But those were kind of wasted picks in my opinion. I think it was like rounds like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Kind of important rounds.
Yeah.
And I kind of just like jumped
Phoned it in
a little bit.
I think you were still on your high horse about Ty Warren. You're like, I don't even have to worry. You probably would have gotten a tight end in 8 or 9, but you didn't have to. So you're like, I don't know. This is freebies. I can just do whatever I want.
So one of these two rookies should be good, right? Not hearing much great out of either one, honestly. Tate a little bit, but Lemon, they're like, he's not even going to start.
Hey, hindsight's 20/20, man.
I know.
You're going for those keepers. You're going for those late round keepers.
Yeah, and I have probably the best late round keeper. He's already going to be my keeper next year.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
P. Holmes?
I got him in like the 8th. He might have got him in the 8th round.
All right. So the draft went well from a vantage point of view and just in general. I thought I'm going to start with just the draft in itself. I thought it was great. We had, I'd say, 2/3, if not more, of the draft in the same room.
Yeah,
that's always fun.
It is
because we can always give each other. It's if you guys haven't done it before, if you guys are always doing your drafts, or ladies doing your drafts, virtually and nobody's around, you got to do it one time where you're all in the same room.
Yeah.
We used to do it all the time back in college, and it was the greatest because you could give each other crap immediately. You could try and talk about your picks. You could banter. Now it's like when I did it with my kids and telling my son who's 6, that was a great pick. He's like, Daddy, tic-tac-toe. Shut up. I'm doing trap.
Do you see how good this
It's like, come on, unbelievable. Can you believe he fell to me?
The value with this pick.
He's like, Daddy, that guy fell? And I'm like, no, he didn't fall. Like, it's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was great just doing it with the guys, and just ragging on the people that weren't there because they were listening. So I know that the actual record that we did was absolute chaos.
Yes.
In and out volume probably.
Yes.
The video was wonky as
There
all
was some
get
static, apparently.
I mean, but that was a freebie. That's why we didn't put it in the catalog, right?
No.
So if you want to go find it, it's out there in the ether somewhere. You can share the title name if you want to, unless you want it to be buried, like the freaking Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Find it on our YouTube channel.
There you go.
Undrafted and Overconfident.
Easy enough.
Click the live, and it's in there.
That's all you got to do. Some of our genius buddies who are 40-year-olds that don't know tech worth crap, they're like, can't find it. It's like, you got to click live, bro. It was a live recording.
Yeah.
You got to click live. Oh.
Found it.
Got it. But yeah, so I thought the draft went really well. But that leads us right into, let's go best drafts first.
Okay.
Do you want to go? I picked 3. I think you picked 3.
Yeah.
Do you want to go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or do you want to go you 3 and then my 3?
Let's go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, go ahead. You first.
I really hate saying that this person had a good draft. But gosh darn it, if freaking Burr just doesn't always come up roses, man.
Smell like roses.
I mean, she had Bijan Robinson as her keeper.
Yep.
She was able to get Drake London, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow in a 14-team league. We are screwed. And Blake Corum. Oh, I forgot. Possibly a Kyron Williams injury away from like the most high-octane offense in the league.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Super.
Yeah. I mean, the bench is okay, but those starters are just crazy good. I mean, Burrow to Higgins. I really hope that Burrow gets hurt by the time I have to play her. Because, I mean, he always does. That's a stack lineup, man.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got, like you said, you kind of checked off all the boxes. She's got Hunter Henry just as Hunter Henry I had last year. He wasn't bad.
No.
But she still stashed Kittle on the pup list.
Yep.
So if he comes back and plays anything like he can, he's going to be great. Hate her defense. There, how about that? You want something to hate? I hate her defense. She has a Browns defense. A Myles Garrett-less Browns defense.
It's true. Jared versus
whatever. It's not Myles Garrett.
Still going to be a decent defense.
Against the Ravens.
That's true.
The Bengals.
She'll find some diamond in the rough team. The Cardinals will probably have a great defense, and somehow, some way, she'll.
Yeah, she'll start streaming people. Yeah. All right. Well, I am gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna give some love to Ill Will.
Okay.
I like Ill Will's draft.
Me too.
I thought he did a really fantastic job. He got his guy in Lamar Jackson. You know, considering where he was drafting, CMC fell to him. You know, he fell because we had the 2 keepers gone. Mm-hmm. I had the first pick. I picked Jonathan Taylor. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this, but I think he had the 3rd or 4th pick. I think he had the 4th pick in the draft, and CMC could have gone 2 in our draft, and he fell all the way to 4. You love Scatterbo. He's got Scatterbo as his number 2.
I think he reached a little bit for that one.
I mean, but at the same time, you know, he's a starter in a up and coming offense. I think you could argue.
Yeah.
I was high on Devonta Smith, Christian Watson. That wide receiver room has gotten a lot clearer now, and he's the clear one in that room with a good offense and LaFleur offense. So I like that pick. I love Michael Pittman, and that's his swing. And then I also look at his depth. I mean, he's got Rashad White, who could be the lead back for the Commanders. He's got Jacoby Myers, who is a great slot guy in a strong Jacksonville offense. He's got Khalil Shakir. That's Josh Allen's safety blanket. That's his safety blanket. And then he's got Trey Tucker, who by default is the number 1 in Vegas. He's got a bunch of ones on his team. So I was like, I like the depth of his team. So I'm going to give Ill Will a little bit of love. And he's got the Seahawks defense. I know that we're talking about defenses, but still.
No, it was his depth is going to be great. Guys go on the bye week. I mean, I think he's got a couple question marks with, like, Christian Watson needs to stay healthy. Yeah. Devontae Smith is he a true number 1?
Yeah. He was a 1. Remember, his rookie year, he was the 1 before A.J. Brown came in.
It's true.
So he can handle that role.
He went to Alabama. He won a Heisman. Like, I mean, he's not shy to all that. But it's like with every team, there's going to be so many question marks. But I do think the Pittman one is a big one. I think that's going to be a good pick for him in that offense. And then he's got, Shakir could have some good games. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be one of those two where he's got some of these players on the bench that are going to have like some big games that he doesn't start and vice versa, and it's going to play with his head.
I don't know. Like, Ill Will seems to be... He's like, he lets that kind of wash off his back. I don't think he's going to overthink it. Ill Will's not an overthinker. He's kind of like, this is what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm doing, and this is where I'm going.
Well, it's worked for him before in the past.
Yes.
So we'll see. But I liked his team too, where he drafted, where he got some guys, and he got Lamar without having to use his keeper on him, and got him in the second round again. So didn't have to waste that.
Yeah, good for him. Happy for him.
Well done, sir.
All right, how about you?
I love Darkness's draft. I thought he did so well. I was proud of him. I think he bailed with only like 3 picks left in the whole thing.
He did bail. We were just like, he almost made it all the way. Yes. And then he bombed his... I mean, if you were going to bomb any positions, his IDPs, he bombed those. So I was like, I'm okay with that. And then he refreshed them all. I think he drafted 3 guys that none of them were going to start. They were all like special team guys. But again, those were auto drafts. Yeah. So.
But look, he went back and got them all.
Got some good. He's got Van Ginkel now. He's got Hendrickson.
I think you might have had Trey Hendrickson.
I didn't have Hendrickson.
Oh no,
I had Myles Garrett last year, baby.
That's right.
Sack leader.
He did.
And then Deontay Banks. So he made well. He did. He recovered quickly.
I mean,
what about his team? What do you like of his team?
Well, his strategy was just. It worked. He just wanted to pick guys that were going to play against the Commanders and hope that they got hurt.
He got a lot of them.
But he got Saquon Barkley.
He got Saquon.
Malik Neighbors. Dallas Goedert. But he also got, I think is probably one of the picks of the draft, Jadarian Price from the Seahawks.
A huge fan of this guy.
Which I like it too. Because Charbonnet is just never going to stay healthy. There's just no way. He hasn't done it yet. I don't ever see it happening. And he got Egbuka, who could have been a keeper, should have been a keeper. So was able to snag him as well. And Devontae Adams is going to catch a bunch of touchdowns. Patriots defense, I think he actually got them kind of after the run of, I think 4 defenses got taken, and I think we all kind of forgot about the Patriots. And he kind of just slid in and took them. Yeah. I thought it was a great draft, man. Yahoo gave him a D+.
Yahoo grades are the worst.
That means you got an A.
You means you got an A, yeah. Congratulations. You want the complete, reverse. I'm not going to dispute it because he's one of my 2. I think this might be the only one that we agree on. I can't I was like, I'm gonna push against anything that Semka does. But I agree. And I think that we even said it on the pod real life. This might have been Darkness's greatest draft of all time.
Agreed.
Of all time.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, like everything. Matt Stafford as a keeper, it worked out well for him. He didn't have to worry about his quarterback. It was locked and loaded, and he still went and he got a flyer on a guy that's got a lot of high potential in Tyler Shuff.
Yes.
For the Saints.
That was great.
He's a buzzy quarterback right now. You mentioned Saquon and Terrion as his starters, but he's got a vet who's technically still the starter in Denver, and J.K. Dobbins on his bench. And he got Likely. He got Likely as a backup. He got Dobbs, who is going to play second fiddle to A.J., but I still think he could do well in that offense.
Agreed.
Everything about his team, I was like, I don't think there are any misses. Maybe Dobbs, you could say maybe there was somebody else available at that point. I always disrespect the second wideout on a team.
Okay.
I always disrespect the second wideout, except for Pittman. So yeah, I think it was a great draft. Absolutely great.
I don't know when he listens to this. I don't know what he's gonna think, or he's not used to this kind of praise.
Yeah, we're dragging him, man. We usually drag him, and we're like, and maybe that's why we like it so much because we're so pleasantly surprised.
I know.
We're like, look at this guy. We'll just now, Darkness. Here's the real commitments, man. You got to pay attention. The whole season. And not just about the Commanders. You got to pay attention to all the teams. Yeah. Make sure you're starting there.
You've got a team.
You've got a team with all the potential in the world.
You do.
Just got to hang in there. So, yes, I'll put them in one of my top three.
Nice. And
Who's your last one? Who's your last top
The last one, I really, this hurts to admit. And I think everyone thinks I know where I'm going to go. But I'm not. I kept trying to find another team I thought did better. DW had a good draft, man.
Oh.
I didn't want to have to say it. I know I'm almost kind of doing it too because I know Yahoo gave you an A+, and so the more I can
really
kind of build you up,
the more
you come crashing down. But look, man, I like Kyron Williams. I said that I might have kept him over a Marion Hampton with Seabear's team. I really do like him, other than the injuries, but I think he can win you some weeks by himself. Amon St. Brown is going to get a lot of targets, a lot of catches. Jaden Daniels, he's a great fantasy quarterback if he's healthy. And kind of his ace in the hole, I think, is like Trey McBride. You mentioned the other guys, Javonte Williams too, but then he's got one of the best tight ends too, just to kind of add to that. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of with I think he drafted well with his starters. I think his bench is one of the worst benches I've seen.
So bad.
I don't know if he's done like a lot of research on Jackson Dart or what, or if he just likes the moxie like I do.
He's just horny for him. That's all.
He has to be, because I don't see anything as to why you're so giddy that you got him when you got him, because he didn't really prove but so much last year. So I don't know. And then Casey Concepcion, Nick Singleton, dude, I'm telling you, Penn State was awful last year. He's like Clinton Portis.
Clinton Portis had a great year.
The second you touch him, he goes down.
Well, you're talking about late stage Clinton
Portis.
Gotcha.
The second you touch him, he goes down. He's got 4.3 speed, the quickness almost out quick any running back, yet somehow can't ever break free from the line for anything. I don't know. Maybe NFL will do him better. But I thought that's the worst pick of the draft, Nick Singleton. I can't believe he's still on your team.
Dude, he's keeping him because he got horny for those late keepers. He's like, oh, this might be my keeper. This guy, I got him in like the second to last round.
I guess.
I couldn't disagree with you more on this. Like, I'll tell you, DW just edged out being one of the worst three for me.
Really?
One of the worst three.
Okay.
I hate his team.
Oh, no.
I hate his team. Not hate as much as these other three, but definitely just like, I don't like Kyron Williams. He's going to lose that job to Blake Corum. I don't like Chris Godwin, where he drafted him. I like him better at a value, but Godwin, he's old, and I'm hearing more and more about Jalen McMillan now, even in the last week, and he's still got a Buke in front of him. I don't like wide receiver twos. I don't want a wide receiver two on my team. So I don't like Kyron. I don't like Chris Godwin. Trey McBride and St. Brown, probably the only A-list. I don't like, how's this? I don't like Jaden Daniels on his team. I hate it. And because what happened the day after he drafted Jaden Daniels?
One of his offensive linemen.
His left tackle, his blind side tackle, done for the year. Torn triceps.
That's true.
Dwight curse, you can't curse my quarterback. If our quarterback goes down, we're FMLA.
You know, you might have to start doing what you did in baseball with Ego, and you might just have to take Jaden.
I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that because I was already fading Jaden in the first place. I've been fading him since he got hurt because he's already a delicate little flower that we need to that can be beautiful and can be the most gorgeous thing out there on the grass unless somebody steps on him, and then he's a smush flower. So I don't want Jaden Daniels on. Do I see him? A DWC him. I don't want him. So I hate that. I hate Kyron. I hate Godwin. I hate Jalen Warren. Rico Dowdle's going to take that job.
I don't know, man.
Or it's going to be a 50-50 split.
That's the problem. But Warren...
And that's his flex. Who's his backup running back? 50-year-old Aaron Jones Sr. That's his only, other than Singleton, that's his only running back on his bench. Gross. I don't like his team. I like Dicker the kicker. He killed it for me last year. And, I don't know. Like, I can't believe you put him in your top 3. He just edged out missing my bottom 3.
Oh, okay.
All right. Is it my turn, my last one?
Go ahead.
All right, best. Come on, you know. It's mine.
No,
mine is I had the best draft.
Are you serious?
The best draft. Dude. Easily the best draft. I stole Trevor Lawrence, I think in like the 8th or 9th round. This guy had 9 rushing touchdowns, 4,000 yards passing. He was the number 4 quarterback in the last, I think it was 8 games of last season. He's just understanding really the concepts of Cohen's offensive scheme. He's only going to get better. Sky's the limit for Trevor Lawrence. He's peaking at the perfect time. Jonathan Taylor, I got a bell cow back. Breece Hall, another bell cow back. And Quinshon Judkins is my flex right now. I've got 3 bell cow backs on my team. 3.
That's what okay, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
I'm telling you right now, Ladd McConkey might be the leading reception getter this year. He might lead the league in receptions this year.
No.
Calling it right now, Ladd McConkey.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle, you hated on him so much. He is going to be a star in that Sean Payton offense. An absolute star. Michael Thomas in his prime.
Oh, you are.
Absolutely.
You are crazy.
I got 2, I've got Ferguson, I'm mad, but Chig, I'm high on Chig in that offense because, especially now with Tunsil out, Daniels is going to be throwing short stuff as far as the eye can see. That's going to be Chig all day. Safety net right there. And then I've got 2 number 1 wide receivers on my bench. How deep is my team? I got DJ Moore on my bench. I got DK Metcalf on my bench. And, my last pick was Jerry Jeudy. That could just get thrown away.
That can get thrown away.
He's going to be a DB because I didn't draft a DB. So he'll be my DB. Tank Bigsby, I'm banking on the Saquon injury. If he gets hurt, I'll take the handcuff all day. And then I got the guy with the most moxie. You talk about moxie dart. I got King Moxie on my team. Baker Mayfield.
You do.
As my backup QB. Best draft right here. Looking at you right in the face.
I don't understand how why are you so high on Judkins and Hall, especially Hall? What is this finally the 4th year's the charm in that god-awful organization, that god-awful head coach? Who's their quarterback? Geno Smith? They have no offensive line. He's going to do just as well as Ashton Genty did last year. Actually worse because he's not nearly as good a running back as Genty is. He's not. He can catch the ball a little bit better out of the backfield. What has Breece Hall... I can't believe you get sucked into this. He has 3 really good games in a row each season, and you get sucked into wanting to take him. I think you might have added him from waivers last year.
No, I drafted him last year.
Yeah, and then you started playing him, and you won a couple games, and then he sucked 5 games afterwards. I can't believe you're still riding on the Breece Hall.
I got 2 words for you. Me bound.
Me bound, yeah.
Getting that me bound, baby.
You're Ladd McConkey.
I love that pick. I love it. I can't believe you guys are, and a lot of people are. You guys are all hating on this pick. I love that pick.
I think
McDaniels is already going to love him to death. I've already heard reports that offense is going to run through Ladd. Again, sky's the limit for this guy. They're not re-signing a vet to kind of gobble up those short to intermediate routes. Let Quentin Johnson and Trey Harris run the 9s while he gets everything underneath.
So they're just not gonna sit there and double McConkey if they don't have any other.
No,
wide
they got
receivers.
speeds. They got Quentin Johnson. They got Trey Harris. They got speedsters on the outside. They can't let them take the top off the defense. So while they go chase them down. That's just going to gobble up everything underneath them.
It's not. Those guys aren't Tyreek Hill. They're not Jalen Waddle even from Miami.
Oh, you love Jalen Waddle?
No, I hate.
Oh,
No, that's next.
No,
Jalen Waddle, dude, he's a 2. I don't know what you're talking about this whole time. I don't use the number 2.
Cortland Sutton's not the one.
It doesn't matter. Jalen Waddle is a number 2 wide receiver in the NFL, no matter what team he goes to be a number 1. If he went to the Raiders, okay, so he's the 1 on a bad team.
You got Alshon Denton. He's on the Raiders. You saying he's on a bad team?
For wide receivers.
So now there's okay.
What Jalen Waddle couldn't do with Mike McDaniels at the helm was he had Tyreek.
He had Tua. He had the garbage quarterback.
Well, he made Tyreek Hill certainly look really good
For 1 year or 2.
I don't know. Jalen Waddle, I guess. I mean, if he proves me wrong, so be it. I'm almost thinking that him and Drew Aller are 2 guys I don't believe in like 1 iota. Waddle has shown me more than enough that he just can't handle being a number 1, and he can't barely handle being an NFL wide receiver.
Well, good thing he's my number 2.
And then also too, your depth is like okay. Okay, DK Metcalf only kind of getting older. I mentioned before who's throwing him the football. Pittman and those running backs are going to get more receptions.
I love Pittman.
DK has a couple good games a year, and then he won't do anything for like 3 games. And this DJ Moore, again, he's only getting older. They've tried to get guys for Josh Allen. He just runs it himself. I don't think any of those guys, your wide receivers. First of all, I hope you just constantly start the wrong 2 every week.
Yeah, that's what
I'm looking forward to that. But also, I don't think you. I mean, okay, McConkey's better than those other 3 by probably a mile. You got 3 trash number 1 wide receivers.
All right, we'll see.
Pittman's going to be better than Metcalf. Anyone's going to be better than Waddle.
Okay.
And DJ Moore, Shakir is going to take away everything. DJ Moore can't play anymore. That's why the Bears were okay letting him go.
I think that
he didn't fit their system.
He fell out of favor with the fans and with the coach. Okay. When he gave up on that ball in
that's great. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's what you want on your team.
Yeah, I don't care about the playoffs.
That's true.
I want him for the regular season. I don't care what he does in the playoffs.
I'm just going to lead with this. I actually had you with one of my worst drafts. I really did. I mean, Lawrence might be okay.
Oh my God, you're crazy if you put me as one of the worst.
I really did.
You're crazy.
Well, I mean, one, it's mostly because of what you're talking. But no, and Judkins, dude, it's the Cleveland Browns, man. Like,
it's Todd Monken, man. You got to believe.
I don't believe in that. You look at the quarterbacks that they have. Mm-hmm. Again, people have seen the Browns now with Judkins play last year. They're going to know what to do when he comes into the game.
It's a different system.
I don't know. I still, it's the Cleveland Browns. They already say
he's a 3rd down. He's a 3-down back now. He's going to be catching more balls out of the backfield.
Plus, he's coming back from a major injury.
Yeah. So Scatterboo.
I know. I would not have drafted Scatterboo. I wouldn't have made him my keeper.
You were tempted.
Scatterboo. If I could have, I would have been tempted to, but I wouldn't have. That injury, man.
So that's your first worst?
Yeah.
All right. Well, quid pro quo. You're in my worst.
Of course,
3. You're in my worst 3. I hate your team. I hate it.
Please tell me why.
Caleb Williams, like
the NFL
he's
MVP.
Hyped. He is so hyped, but he's gonna get. I love that Madden curse. Let's keep that running. That Madden curse. I think that first off, Burton's already hurt, so there's
He'll be back
apparently
for the
your quote unquote
season.
one already gone. And I just think that Caleb, he makes too many errors. Everybody remembers that playoff game and thinks that's the Caleb they're going to get for the entire season. It's not. That's not the Caleb they're going to get. He's going to make a bunch of mistakes. I had him last year, okay? I had him last year. I know how many mistakes he can make and how many plays he leaves out on the field.
Second year in an offense. He's finally understanding the offense.
Now
like code.
Okay, yeah. Ashton Genty, he's going to still see eight person boxes, and he's not going to get out of that freaking front line. His offensive line hasn't gotten any better.
They have.
They have not gotten any better.
They have.
Oh, really?
3 of them have gotten better. 3 of their offensive linemen
just
are
bringing new people doesn't make it better.
No, 2 guys were hurt last year in the beginning of the season.
Okay. No, I don't see Ashton Genty making any space. Okay. And I feel like that big old booty is going to help him get stuck behind those big old offensive linemen. Josh Jacobs, talk about a guy getting older. That guy is old as dirt. He ain't going to do nothing for the Packers.
He's 29, too.
Yeah, but mine's a wide receiver 29. Okay. Yours is a running back. Running back 29, you might as well be 50. You might as well. And that's your 2? Oh, George Pickens, he's a 2 wide receiver. I told you. I know it's Pickens. I understand. I don't think he's going to replicate that game. And you drafted a guy where you're drafting him at where you drafted him, you're drafting him at his ceiling. You're not drafting him at his floor. Like, he was ranked so high in this draft, and I think he fell a little bit in our league. A little bit. But you're still drafting him to do exactly what he did last year.
I think he could absolutely do that and more.
And then you already said it, man. Carnell Tate is your number 2 wideout. Come on, do that with a straight face.
Let's go, Carnell.
No, he's not going to do anything in that Titans offense. That Titan offense is going to be rough to watch. Even with Daboll, everybody's hyping up. I know you are. Having this guy come in. He's the quarterback whisperer, whatever. But I don't see good things with Carnell at all. Wan'Dale Robinson's going to get more catches than him. I wouldn't be surprised if Calvin Ridley gets more catches than Carnell Tate. So he's going to be a 3 on that team. Good luck with that.
Okay.
Ty Warren, I mean, he ain't special. Whatever. He had, 4 touchdowns last year?
I got him in the 10th round, man.
Okay, so yeah, but he ain't special.
What a value.
What a value. Travion Henderson, again, this is a timeshare back. You know, I don't know. He's got speed. Congratulations. Is he going to be able to carry the load the entire season? Or is he going to be splitting all the time? Short yardage, is it going to be Ramondre Stevenson? Is Travion going to get any play within the 10?
We'll find out.
I guess we will. That's your flex. You're going to have to find out whether you like it or not. And then icing on the cake, it's your bench. Pacheco's already hurt. You already got Pacheco. He's already freaking hurt on your team.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. That happened after the draft.
You just love having number 2s. You got Mekhi Lemon, who's not even a number 2 now. He's like a number 3 or 4 or 5. Yeah. I don't even know what he is. Jaden Blue is I like the Jaden Blue. You know, it's because I don't really respect Javonte. So I liked it. That's maybe the one pick I like of yours is Jaden Blue. And that was so late in the draft. Patrick Mahomes. Dude, that guy's not the quarterback that he was. I appreciate that you're considering the bounce back, man. But we talked about it, I feel like, during the season last year. It's like you're banking on a Rashee Rice, like, resurgence. But, man, I don't see it. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm sleeping on it now. But, yeah, I don't like the Mahomes pick because I know he's your backup, so I guess he's your backup. But Mekhi Lemon, Rashid Shaheed, a number 2 against the number 1 wide receiver in all of football. Yeah, you got a poopy team, my friend.
My team is predicted to beat your team.
Oh, wow, and predictions mean everything, right? Weren't we just saying how Yahoo doesn't get anything right? Don't be a rankings and prediction slave, my friend. I thought, what happened to this all, go with your gut stuff?
That's what I did, and let's see here. I finished 3rd last year.
Okay.
You trashed my team. Multiple people trashed
You
my
even
team.
trashed your team. Admit that you outkicked your coverage.
I might have. I do. I just know how to manage my team.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Hold on. How am I doing in fantasy baseball right now?
Yeah, I can't wait for this fall from grace.
Let's see. Wait. I didn't draft a hitter till round 9. I have the most home runs and RBIs and second in hits with hitters that I didn't even take. The one hitter I took isn't even on my team anymore. So round...
Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Maybe I just know.
Just go. You're a blind squirrel and you just love nuts. You can't get enough nuts.
Nom.
Okay, yeah.
I can't wait till Genty just like breaks out.
I can't wait until we face each other in like the last week of the regular season.
It is the last week of the regular season
with all the marbles on the line.
And one of us gets to pick the other person's lineup.
Yes, it does. We'll get to that. All right, but go to your second worst team.
Okay. Second worst team. You should have had the best team in the draft.
I did have the best team in the draft.
No, it's not you. It's not you at all.
Oh, you're saying the person that you're saying is the worst should have had the best. Okay.
Like, you were gifted.
Gifted.
I don't think there was no collusion. There was no nothing. But we basically gifted you with the 14th overall pick, Jahmyr Gibbs. Grizz. What are you doing? I don't understand. With Jahmyr Gibbs, you got a quarterback that will not stay healthy. You don't even have a backup quarterback for when he goes down at some point.
No, he doesn't have a backup quarterback.
A.J. Brown was your 15th pick. I don't know, man. I think like there were quite a few other players that you could have gotten some better value out of, done better with. DeAndre Swift, not going to be the starter there probably, or he's going to timeshare. Harvey is with J.K. Dobbins. You got 4 wide receivers on your bench, and Kenneth Gainwell is your only other running back that you have. I don't know. With having Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of that team,
In the last pick of the first round, yeah.
huge letdown. You had it. You were on your way to having by far the best draft. The only pick I kind of like is Terry McLaurin. I think in that offense, I think he's going to put up some decent numbers. Now it doesn't help that Tunsil just went down. But other than that, I think AJ Brown honestly is going to be a very good wide receiver for the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be a very good fantasy wide receiver.
Okay.
Like, I don't think the numbers are going to match that 15th pick, but I think for the team itself, I think that's just the guy that they're looking for.
So I didn't put Grizz in my worst, but I can see your reasoning. I think I was just enamored with his wide receivers because I do like his wide receiver. I like AJ Brown, and I think he'll do very well in that offense. You know, I love my boy Scary Terry.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Betting on the bounce back, you know, but that's all going to be relying on him staying healthy and Jaden staying healthy. You know, I like Jaden Higgins. He picked up Jaden Higgins late. I like him in that Houston offense. And then the buzziest guy, the guy I should have picked, or maybe he got picked up before I could, in Cleveland is this guy Denzel Boston, the rookie.
I have heard good things.
Like a lot of good stuff for him. So I like, but he also got the number one wide receiver for the Dolphins, Malik Washington.
Oh my god.
He's got so many wide receivers. He's got Alex Pierce on the pup.
I know.
So many wide receivers. And he's got Xavier Worthy.
I know.
What are you going to do with all these wide receivers, Briz?
You can't play them all.
You can't play them all. Oh, my God. But to your point, he had Gibbs in the first round. He should have turned back around and just, again, read the room. It's like so many people kept running backs. You're going to have to wait another 28 picks for another chance at a running back. He could have had Jeremiah Love. He could have had Kyron Williams. He could have had Breece Hall. He could have had Scatterbo, Josh Jacobs. He could have had all these guys. And he goes with A.J. Brown.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that one I'm scratching my head at. And then he turns around and got Scary Terry in the 14th. I would have been happy with Terry as my number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
If I had Jahmyr Gibbs and a Kyron or a Breece Hall or a Jeremiah Love. That would have made your team a whole lot better. But because you grabbed AJ so high, and I wouldn't be surprised if his wife had just stolen his. It's like, you're getting AJ Brown, big old Patriots fan.
That's true.
Or maybe it's just like, my wife will love me more. Maybe I'll get something. I didn't draft AJ. Hey baby, check who I got, Patriot. Because then you look at the running backs. It's like he's got DeAndre Swift. Again, like you said, 50-50. I still like the speed, especially in that offense.
Yeah.
But it's not a clear bell cow position right there. Yeah. R.J. Harvey, again, he's technically right now not the number one guy. Still J.K. J.K. Dobbins still holding that. Kenneth Gainwell, everybody's buzzy about him, but you're still hoping that Bucky gets pushed out, and that's a dangerous game to play. So he's got a bunch of question marks at running back. The only reason I didn't put him in my bottom three is because there's potential, I suppose. Like
He's got Jahmyr Gibbs.
He's got Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's got two good wide receivers. So they're just going to have to carry him. But I feel like that's what Grizz does every year. I think he always has his wide receivers carry his team, and his running backs are always going duty.
Definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing over and expecting different results.
Yeah.
Not going to make the playoffs again with this team.
No.
God forbid if Gibbs goes down. Who's your backup quarterback? You didn't even grab a quarterback.
So did you see who's available as a quarterback in our league? Like, what are his options here?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. He can get Jacoby
Brissett.
And Kirk Cousins.
Oh, boy. Maybe Mendoza.
You get Geno. Yeah, Mendoza's available, but that's because he's not freaking playing.
One of those wide receivers needed to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
You could have gotten like Lamar Jackson and as your quarterback, and then gotten Terry McLaurin, and that'd be a great trio to have had in your first three picks.
Yes. No, I agree. Who do I get next? I'm gonna go with again. I love him. Known him since I was in preschool or kindergarten or whatever. Jimbo, man, I do not like your draft.
He was like on the fringe for me.
Yeah, I did not like your draft, man. Like this is always his play. It's like he's kind of like me, but he takes it another step further, where he's like, don't negotiate with terrorists, and he refuses to grab a quarterback super early, or even early at all. So he grabbed Jordan Love. I mean, he might be the 18th best fantasy quarterback. I mean, he's not bad. He's one of those guys, like you had mentioned, better real life quarterback than fantasy quarterback, right? I do like Kenneth Walker. I like his number one.
Yep.
Don't like his number two, Jeremiah Love. I don't like the situation. I don't like how crowded that running back room is. Algiers still there. James Conner's still there. Like,
I think Jeremiah Love's going to be getting the bulk of them carries. Though.
He probably will. I don't know, but are you really going to risk like your number 2 overall on what's everybody's considering a lost season?
Yes, I think you have to.
All right. Well, I don't know. Like he's banking on a rookie. He likes him young, just like you do. I like Tet, but Tet as a 1, I'm not a huge fan of. I already told you Luther Burden. He's hurt already, and again, everybody's so hyped on this guy. Rome was the guy last year. He's still on the team. Yeah. I don't understand. It does not compute with me that everybody's like so high on Burden and so low on Rome. I don't get that.
Caleb loves Rome.
Yeah. And Loveland's only going to get more action in that passing game. I don't know why everybody's so high on this Burden guy. Tucker Kraft coming off a horrible injury. His best pick is his keeper, James Cook.
Yes.
That's his. So, I mean, technically, he's kind of running in the same mindset that I am, that, you're going with your bell cows. He's got 3 bell cow running backs on his team. So, yeah, James Cook's going to be great. But, again, is he going to replicate a 1,600-yard, 12-touchdown, rushing 300 yards, 2-touchdown receiving season? Is he going to replicate that?
Probably not. And
you always risk with James Cook being on that Bills team. Goal line touchdowns, Who are they going to?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, number 12. It's not going to you. So, and then he's just kind of a lot of question marks. I mean, Woody Marks, I guess he could be the guy over Dave Montgomery. Unlikely. Jordan Tyson, injuries scare me. A 35-year-old Stephon Diggs on his team.
I know. Who's looked good in camp, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a
against
vet.
Air. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he picked up Danny Dimes. He just picked up Danny Dimes. That wasn't part of his draft, so I'm not going to give him that. And then, I mean, I don't even know this guy. Maybe people are gonna come for me because oh my god, you don't know the ball. Jonah Coleman for the Broncos running back.
I don't know.
He's just he's I don't know. I don't know what that pick was. And then he did get another Packer. He got Marshawn Lloyd because he's a Packers fan.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of this team. Like, I guess Kenneth Walker kind of scares me, but everybody else, and of course James Cook. James Cook scares me. But if I go up against him on a week where they're going against defenses, I'm like, okay, I got this in the bag.
Yep, easy peasy.
Yeah, so that's what I got. All right, your last one.
Last one, kind of talked about a little bit in Buffalo. Guy that's going to possibly steal James Cook's touchdowns. Will Billy. Didn't like the draft. The Josh Allen keeper, I mean, in our league, that's where you had to get him. 2nd round, which was fine. But A-Chain, that offense, I don't know, man. I don't see him being super productive.
No, he's going to see a lot of 8-9 boxes.
And then kind of to your point, I mean, I might have a couple number 2s on my team, but he's got Rico Dowdle, Monangai, and Jameson Williams as his starters. They are all number 2s. Jameson Williams, I still think, is just so gimmicky. Like, 1 week he's going to go off and have 3 weeks where he's just mediocre.
I mean, he's boomer bust, man.
Yeah.
So, and that's a scary. And I can't draft those guys.
Me neither.
Because I'm like, that you talk about like overthinking it. I was like, the week I don't play him, he's gonna have an awesome game, and the week I do, he's gonna have a dead game. That would drive me insane.
That was like Pickens his last year with the Steelers. I had him on one of my teams. I could never get it right because had no one throwing him the football. He wasn't really the number 1. So it was just every so often he had like a 200-yard game with 3 touchdowns. I'm like, of course, but you did nothing the previous 4 games. And Zay Flowers, I think, could be a solid pick, actually. I think I'm kind of down on him because I don't like the Ravens as much. But I do think he's a solid wide receiver. He's your wide receiver 1. I don't know how well that's going to go for a full season. And then I didn't see too much on the bench. I mean, he does have Fernando Mendoza on the bench. But he's got some decent... I mean, Johnson from the Chargers... I mean, Michael Wilson, I think, on the Cardinals has a shot. I mean, he's actually got a bunch of
No, his team is riddled with 2s.
Yeah.
Riddled with 2s.
Tesla from Detroit is the 3. I don't know. From our champion, I guess I just expected better. And didn't get it.
Didn't get it from him. So this last one, I still think I went the other way. I went, yours the absolute worst. Then I put Jimbo's. This guy, I waffle between he and DW. At first glance, I almost put this guy in my top 3. I was like, okay, But then I started digging a little bit deeper.
I did that with Bear.
And I was like, you know what? Not so fast, my friend.
Okay.
And he knows not so fast, my friend, more than most.
Oh.
I got Seabear in my bottom three.
Do you?
I got Seabear in my bottom 3.
Really?
I got Seabear because when I look past 2 of his picks, when I look past Jamar Chase, obviously you can't knock Jamar Chase.
No.
And I look past Marion Hampton. Even that is kind of iffy for me. You're banking on potential on this guy. The only reason why it's a good pick for him is because he got him as a keeper in the third round. So he didn't blow a first rounder on the guy. But outside of that, I mean, Jalen Hurts without A.J. Brown, I don't know. I don't know if he's everybody questions the type of stuff that he's doing. The tush pushes went down. He ran for only 400 yards last year. He still got 8 touchdowns.
Say he's a little faster this year.
Okay. That means he might be a little bit less strong. And those tush pushes, you don't need to be fast. You need to be strong. You gotta get those haunches. So I've never been a huge fan of Jalen Hurts, fantasy or, in real life. Tony Pollard, that guy doesn't move me either at all.
And you thought he should have been my keeper.
Yeah, when you got him, yeah, I don't know. Rashee Rice, he's volatile. I liked him and I loved him, but he's a gamble. Yeah. He's a super, super duper duper gamble. But if it works out, it works out for him. But again, then I started looking at the depth, and I didn't like his depth at all. I don't like Courtland Sutton. I had him on last year, and he was just a guy. He's a jag. He didn't really do anything. He was a possession guy. Now you got a Jalen Waddle in here, and I just don't think that. I'm serious.
Get off this Jalen Waddle.
No, I'm on the hype. But then even after that, he has Josh Downs, who talk about a boomer bust.
I know,
and that's his flex right now.
Yeah.
So if those 2 or 3 guys don't do great for him, he doesn't have much around him. Tyrone Tracy's on his bench, so Scadabo's handcuff, I guess. Cam Ward, don't like that pick at all. Braylon Allen, he's not even the number 2 guy. Isaiah Davis is the number 2 on a crap. You were talking about how crappy the Jets are. He's got the number 3 running back on that team.
That's a terrible pick.
And the only thing we can say him is if Charbonnet comes back off of the pup and he does everything he's supposed to do. But I don't like the depth on Seabear's team. I'm sorry, Seabear. I literally was like waffling. I was going to put you top 3 or bottom 3. You got to go bottom 3 just because out of those first 2 guys, I don't really like a lot that I see here.
I actually like Jalen. I think Jalen Hurts is a great fantasy quarterback.
Okay.
Because the rushing touchdowns, the yards, he will throw for some. He's actually a pretty good thrower. I think fantasy, he's solid. On our league, you kind of grabbed him a little earlier than I think you should have. But for everyone else that went, I think at the time it was the right guy to take. Rashee Rice, again, I mean, he could have you 10 catches almost every single game. Pop for some yards. You're right. I don't know if he can stay healthy enough. You knock my boy Pollard, man. Dude, that guy is like a 10 to 15 point guy every week, though. Like, when you've got a guy like Jamar Chase, the Rashee Rices, even Hampton that could go for, like, big numbers, sometimes it's nice knowing that guy is just going to be out there being steady.
I mean, he did get Pollard late. He got him in the 5th round.
I don't think this was a great draft either. It wasn't in my top, obviously. And I did almost have him near the bottom as well. But I don't think it's quite as bad as you're making. The bench is pretty bad. I've noticed one thing that you have definitely led on lately is the depth.
Yes.
Is what you're
looking for.
You
got to have depth. Because, I mean, like, we've all seen it. You've had teams, maybe not last year. I know I did last year. But you've had teams where 2 or 3 guys go down. Yeah. And you're like, I'm lost. I've got nothing because I didn't have enough depth. So I was
too many handcuffs.
Too many handcuffs and too many. If this works out and this works out, and if this moves here and this happens, and then I'm going to be a genius. Everybody wants to be a genius in fantasy football. It's like, be smart. Guys that are going to have a ton of opportunities. Yeah. I hate timeshare stuff, so I hate timeshare backs because it limits their opportunities. It's like, I don't care if they can bust one out. There's unique timeshares that work out, like the Gibbs Montgomery timeshare or something like that, or the Jamar Chase Higgins, where they're splitting shares, but that's because it's just those 2. There's no
tight end
or third that's really gonna challenge them. But usually I don't like guys that are in timeshare situations for either catches or carries.
Yeah,
and I don't like teams that are top heavy and then have nothing on the bench because. Again, one injury here or there, you're SOL, man. You got to have a backup plan.
You got to play the waivers pretty well.
Yeah. And in a 14-team league, especially, We'll see if our podcast has the same effect in football as it did in baseball. Because you said that no one, like our league has never paid more attention than they did this year.
It's true.
And you think that we had a piece of that or a reason for that.
A big piece of that.
So we'll see if that's the same case here. Maybe Darkness is like, you know what? I'm paying attention the whole year. Grizz, whole year. Jack Keys, maybe not.
No.
I think, okay, we joked around. We said, we had the 3 worst things. That's not true, guys. You guys still beat you all, whether it was yours or mine, you all beat out one beautiful team in this draft, and that gives it up to JK.
Yep.
Papa Keys.
Well done.
Another stellar draft.
Boy.
Usually he gets A's on the Yahoo. This is the first time I've agreed with him. F.
Yes.
F for his draft. This is the only one that I kind of want to go the whole list. Can I go the whole list? Do we have time?
We're going to have to get through these other topics fairly quick.
Oh, man. We spent so much time on
We
this.
did.
Okay. But Derrick Henry in the first round. Okay. Not too bad.
Not bad.
All right. Okay. Well,
Hold on. Who was his keeper?
His keeper, he took Brandon Aubrey,
Yep.
the kicker, in the 9th. That's just set the tone right there. Derrick Henry in the first. Okay, off to a good start.
Yes.
We were surprised. Even his son was surprised. Okay, Derrick Henry, that's a guy surprised me. Drake May in the second.
There we go.
Okay, kind of early. I think that was the second quarterback off
It was.
the board. Drake May. Okay.
Joe Burrow's still sitting
Really
right out
was,
there for
but
you.
we at the same time we're like, you know what, JK Papa Keys, he zones in on a quarterback that he loves and he gets him. We saw him take the Denver Peyton Manning multiple times in the first round because he's like, I want that quarterback.
Jalen Hurts last year.
We're like, okay, you got your guy. Okay, third round, Bo Nix.
What?
There's where the draft just imploded. It imploded. We're like, what are you doing? Oh man,
I couldn't believe that.
just to set the stage again, he took Bo Nix in the 10th pick in the 3rd round. Let alone that he picked a second quarterback in 2 quarterbacks in 3 rounds. This is not a super flex. You don't start 2 quarterbacks.
Not anymore. No.
On top of that, he took Bo Nix as far as quarterbacks ahead of Joe Burrow, ahead of Jaden Daniels, ahead of Jalen Hurts. Ahead of Caleb Williams, your boy, Bo Nix.
Wow.
I mean, he's loving the Jalen Waddle thing as much as I am.
I guess so.
Unbelievable. So right now his team, he's got 1 quarterback, 2 quarterbacks. All right, we can come back from this, right?
Can we?
No, we can't. Next up, Tootin for the Jags in round 4. He's got his number 2.
Rootin'
Tootin, man. He again, it's like his son is in his head. His son lives in Jacksonville. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get Tootin. All right. Marvin, you got a couple juniors in the next 2 rounds, 5th and 6th round. Marvin Harrison Jr. already turned out to be one of the biggest busts if he doesn't turn around quick.
Yes.
And Brian Thomas, also probably one of the biggest busts last year. So maybe he's getting him at a value.
Both are out of value.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on who you ask. So those are our starting 2 wide receivers. Next up, ageless wonder. This guy has got dad bod degree. He's married. He's not going to do anything. Travis Kelce in the 7th. That's the start. Great pick 5 years ago.
Yes.
Then he picks Jaden Reed, again, number 2, 3 guy. Matthew Golden's the number 2 in Green Bay. Number 3 wide receiver in Green Bay. Hey, keeper, there you go. Got Brandon Aubrey.
Yes.
And then the Ravens defense. Then he picked, again, just Jalen Tolbert, Deebo Samuel, Tyler Algier, A.J. Barner. I like the A.J. Barner one. And then he ended up just, chaos. But the first 5 rounds, 6 rounds of this guy were like, holy shimolies. But, he wins a couple games every year, and you don't want to be that guy.
No, you don't.
That you lose to Papa Keys.
I swear the game. Well, first of all, so is Brian Thomas, you just hyped up Trevor Lawrence. You think he's going to be great. There's got to be potential for a bounce back. I mean, what went on down there? He flashed with like 100 receptions one year. You can't just all of a sudden lose it, right? Could this be one of the picks of the draft, honestly?
I guess anything is possible, but I mean, like, for all intents and purposes, like, I thought he was like on the trade block last year. Like, people were like, he needs to go. He's not agreeing with coaches.
Yeah.
He's being demonstrative or whatever it is. I heard a lot of those whispers that he was kind of a troublemaker in camp. So maybe he learned the error of his ways, or maybe that was all just smoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I still think this is the worst pick.
It's the worst draft. Yeah, Harrison Jr. I'm actually glad he took him because I would have thought about taking him.
You can't say no to Marvin.
Maserati Marv sits in the back of my head from Gus Johnson watching him torch Penn State.
That's right. There you go. You got some personal stuff going on there. But yeah, so that's the draft, guys. Make your own picks. Who had the best draft? Who had the worst draft? Let us know in the chat and the likes and whatnot. We are already an hour into this, and we haven't even gotten to any true football. It's all been fantasy so far. So let's really quickly get into the real NFL, man. It is hurtling to us. We are recording on the first set of preseason games, man. A lot of exciting stuff. Some starters are playing today.
Surprising, yes.
But we're not going to talk about that because preseason still is just preseason. Unless there's a horrific injury, which I haven't gotten any updates on. Nope. So hopefully, knock on wood.
So far, so good.
We're okay. So let's talk about getting paid, getting them dollar bills. There was a lot of worry with a couple of these running backs, sitting in at OTAs and during training camp. Jahmyr Gibbs was sitting in. I think Bijan was sitting in. But they saw the errors of Terry McLaurin's ways, these teams, and they're like, we're ponying up. So do you want to go on? I'll just rifle them off. Yeah. We had Jahmyr Gibbs finally getting his, not a huge extension, but 3 years. And he got the bank, $67.5 million right before him. And he was one of those things, and we'll talk about it. Bijan Robinson, 3 years, $66.75 million. Who got signed first here?
Bijan.
So do you think there could have been an element of Jahmyr literally waiting until he got his, and he's like, I need just a little bit more?
Yes.
It's such a pissing contest.
After you had talked last week when we talked about the baseball players, there's some that want to have
AAV.
And that's exactly what both wanted to do, I guess. And I guess Bijan just said, you know what, whatever.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, he got a bag. If you want to talk about AAV, he got 2 years, $44 million. So arguably he got more AAV, less years.
Yes.
But $44 million, that's nothing to scoff at. And then Kenneth Walker got his as well, 3 years. $43 million. A lot of money. Is this the resurgence on the running backs?
I think so. And I think it was great that, kind of smart, I guess. I mean, I know these running backs would have wanted, everyone wants more years. Just ain't going to happen. No. So you got to take these.
You're not getting those 7-year, 8-year contracts.
You're not.
That's a thing of the past.
Yeah. And so get the money, get a lot of guaranteed money. I mean, it's so 3 years for Gibbs. I think 40 or almost 50 of that is guaranteed.
Okay.
So that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of change.
And you're probably still going to get a decent contract after that. But rather than sit out a season or hold out for a while, come back in that season, not perform well, then you don't get paid. I don't know. You just see. It seems like so many running backs. The one that comes to mind. The biggest is, and I can't remember his name, the Killer Bees with the Steelers. The running back. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, Le'Veon, yeah.
Ever since he just held out, came back late during the season with the Steelers, went to the Jets and got a big contract. He just was never the same. No. I don't know. Sometimes it's just getting in, the camp, all that continuity.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the biggest thing, the running backs are getting paid because, we can dig as deep as you want, but the quarterback play in my mind is just not as good. I actually looked at it. Last year, the average yards per game, 210 passing yards per game. It was
a lot of people dragging down that average. There's a few guys that were dragging down.
There are. There's just not as many. I mean, I think I might have joked about it on one of our very first podcast episodes. But the fact that Joe Flacco went out on Thursday and threw for 346 yards.
I remember that.
The guy can just. Where are these quarterbacks these days? They're not. And some of that I don't think is their fault. They want mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the offensive line play is not good. And DNs get there in 0.2 seconds. So you have to, it's true.
Yeah, you got to zip it out. It's you got to go 1-2 shoot. 1-2 shoot.
And so the whole, I know I went to death with a 5-step drop. We can't do that a lot of times nowadays. I get that. But yeah, the quarterback play just isn't as strong. You just don't have guys that I think can throw the ball all over the place. I mean, it was 210 last year. In 2020, it was 240. 2015, it was 243, and that's with the likes of Breeze, Manning, Rivers, Roethlisberger, even Stafford, Flacco, Rodgers, Eli Manning.
Yeah.
tell me how deep you could go with guys that can like throw for that many yards now. So if you're not going to be able to throw it, you got to run it. And the resurgence of these running backs has come back.
Yeah, I think it's always so fascinating to watch the NFL and how it shifts, and it's almost like the rhythm of an offense is almost cyclical. It's like running backs were king, like 10 years ago, maybe 12.
Yeah, a little
like
longer.
I remember when D'Amico Ryans got like 5 years. After like the record-breaking season of the Cowboys, he had like a five-year contract to go to the Titans.
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray, yeah. What did I say? D'Amico? Whatever.
DeMarco Ryan, I think you
Jesus,
said.
man. I'm got Houston on the brain for some reason. Yes, DeMarco Murray, yes. 5 years, like $40 million, which was big at that time. And then it just all fell flat. And I wonder if, like, we'll see it again. If, like, if two of these guys have a flat season, we're going to see everybody pull back again. It's like, whoa, like, look what happened to these guys. You know, there is a salary cap in the NFL, so there's a concern. I mean, that you're paying a lot for Bijan, for the Falcons, that you're going to have to pay some contracts. And the only reason you can do that is because their quarterbacks are crap right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We can afford to pay them because, we're not paying these quarterbacks anything. And then Gibbs, that'll be interesting because, I mean, Jameson's got to be coming up on a contract soon.
Yeah.
Laporta's got to be coming up. I mean, St. Brown's probably like, where's mine? I want an extension. Like,
I think he got paid.
Okay.
I think him and Chase were kind of going, Jamar Chase were kind of going back and forth like last year or 2 years ago.
Was it him or Jefferson?
Or maybe Jefferson.
Yeah.
We're going back and forth.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Again, pissing contest.
A little bit.
But no, I mean, I'm happy for it. It's like if they're the focal point of an offense, they should get paid like they're the focal point of the offense. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I remember when Jonathan Taylor, it's interesting he's getting another extension. I remember when he sat out almost a whole year like getting his money. And he got it.
And now another one.
Now all is forgiven.
So yes.
All is forgiven.
He's that stinking good.
Yeah, else is getting paid who, is a very polarizing figure is that it was just announced today that Terrion Arnold is going to get signed by the Seattle Seahawks. How do you feel about that? Do you want to give the background of why this is so polarizing?
Yeah, Terrion Arnold was arrested in the offseason a few months ago on 8 felony charges. Oof. 8 felony charges, including kidnapping and armed robbery, and he was the ringleader of it all. And apparently they went and kidnapped and beat the crap out of the guy that wasn't even the one that actually
the wrong guy.
Apparently committed the harm of basically looking at Terrion Arnold the wrong way is what it almost kind of came down to. But it's just I can't remember what the other ones are, but I mean literally kidnapping and armed robbery, and he had a $1 million bond.
So I can feel you. It's 4 counts of armed robbery and 4 counts of kidnapping.
Okay.
So he just doubled them up.
Yeah.
Or quadrupled them up.
That's insane.
Each one of these, just for clarity's sake, each of these carries a potential life sentence if convicted.
Boo on you, Seattle. I can't believe anyone in this league is even looking at this guy. This is nuts to me.
I mean, and what's crazy to me is that this is still going on, right? It's like he's been arrested. He turned himself in on the Orient Road Jail. I shouldn't say it like that. Tampa, Florida, on June 24th, 2026. So literally, like you said, 2 months ago, following allegations connected to February 4th incident involving a robbery and kidnapping of 3 individuals. He still faces 8 felony charges. So these are still up in the air. How can you sign a guy like this? They have to be like, you know what? This will be void if he gets in jail.
Of course.
It's a free pass for us. But like you said, it was a retaliatory plot after he reported the theft of over $250,000 of cash and personal property from an Airbnb he rented in Largo, Florida. He coordinated, directed accomplices to lure the victims into an apartment where they held them at gunpoint, beat them, and robbed them. And then they said the assault stemmed when he was en route, so he wasn't even there. But the group chat showed him, pretty much telling him what to do.
Yes. So
it's pretty wild. Of course, the problem with this is that he's probably going to get away with this because he wasn't there, and he can claim deniability just for not. I'm no defense attorney.
Yeah.
But if you're not there, you're not
I
there.
know.
And unless one of these other guys rolls on him, which they probably won't because he's probably paying him, you know, he'll get a slap on the wrist. He might get something knocked down from a felony to some kind of misdemeanor that has something about like breaking and entering or something along those lines. He swears he's innocent. Like, I'm not saying that this makes Seahawks any better, but they must have some kind of source that says, oh, he's going to get off.
I mean, probably. They have to.
But, I mean, again, how can you, like, you wonder if this would have gone down any differently if he played a more visible position. Like, he plays corner.
Yeah.
Unless you're an NFL fan and you know the talent, you know the people. You played for the Lions, right? Terrion Arnold played for the Lions when they cut him. Like, you don't know who this guy is. You know, Seahawks fans, they'll know because he's signing him. But outside of that, you won't be able to pick him off the street. He's not
really.
playing quarterback.
Nope.
He's not playing running back. He's not playing wide receiver. He's not a sack leader. Like, he plays an important position, but he's not a face of the NFL. So the NFL might just turn a blind eye, and they're like, well, we're just going to wait. We're going to wait and see how – you know what the NFL does. They're like, we're going to, innocent until proven guilty, that type of stuff. And it's like, where there's smoke, there's fire. I said this last time. It's just like, would he really be caught up in all of this stuff unless he was somehow involved?
I know.
I mean, it doesn't sound like they're denying it. They got the chat. It's like physical evidence.
Yes, that should be enough to put on like a commissioner's exempt list or something.
Yeah.
Or just, I don't know, the collusion for Colin Kaepernick. Could there not be collusion to not sign Terrion Arnold?
Yeah, I mean, this comes down to privilege of athleticism.
Yes.
And it's like, if you're talented enough, we're just going to look the other way. I mean, Rashee Rice to a lesser extent. This guy was going, 150 or 120 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Caused a huge accident.
Huge accident.
Did somebody die in that?
No, I think that's the only thing that like kept him from not being in any more trouble.
Like, he went to jail. He was in jail.
Like 30 days, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's just, two of our boys on our fantasy teams, Quinshon Judkins and Josh Jacobs. I actually forgot about Josh Jacobs. I might not have drafted him. But domestic abuse, strangulation, Quinshon Judkins hitting a woman at an airport, striking her in the face. Like, who does this and is able to get a second chance at a job?
I bet she like jumped in like group 1 when she was really group 3. He was like, bitch.
Yeah, you think follow the rules?
Yeah. Come on, you're group 3.
Oh my God.
You're not in group 1.
You just
in the
want
back.
to love him so much. But
No, exonerated.
Yeah.
No, believe me, it was rough. I drafted him last year before that came out, and I was like, ooh. I was like, let's just keep him on my team and see what happens. Innocent until proven guilty, Sam.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, it's just there's so many cases. I wrote down just like a few, but it's just Stephon Diggs, another strangulation and assault. Like Kevontae Turpin, like having gun and drugs and like intent to sell, but he's still playing. Tyreek Hill broke his 3-year-old's arm, and somehow, some way, he just has gotten away with all of this. Broke another woman's arm, leg.
Yeah, when she like embarrassed him on like, did you hear about this?
Yes.
Like she was like some kind of like
OnlyFans star or something.
Oh, I didn't know she was OnlyFans. Okay. So he like she. Like they were doing a drill and she smoked him or she knocked him on his butt because she was a big girl.
She was, yep.
And he broke her leg.
Yes.
Apparently they smashed that same night.
I know.
That's how got him off. It's like, okay, were you really hurt? You obviously weren't hurt enough to leave.
God. So. It gets harder and harder to root for these guys, to root for the NFL, and at this day and age where it just seems like if anyone has done something wrong in their past, I mean, you'd see like actors blackballed for something they did like 25 years ago. And it's like this guy literally 8 felony counts 2 months ago, signed on the Super Bowl champion teams. I just would have thought we would have kind of gotten past this and been like, all right, look, apparently we're okay with like strangulations and assault, but I thought we had a limit at 8 felonies.
Yeah, but I mean that just shows you how numb we've gone to it. It's like the NFL definitely has a domestic abuse problem.
Huge problem.
And it's so rampant it's almost like too big to fail. It's like, okay, if we start suspending everybody, half of the league's going to be suspended.
Seriously.
Which is a horrible thing to realize, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
And, I'm not a defender of it. I know that there are some times where it's like, okay, these were fabricated. Not all, are true. But again, a gross majority of them are.
Yeah.
And it is a problem. And we just kind of like an abuse towards women and females in general is just horrifying at the level that it is in the NFL. And again, oh no, you lose two game checks.
Yeah.
You lose 3 game checks. Okay, but you come back out. You're really good at catching that football.
Yeah, well, a guy like Tyreek Hill's like, oh, yeah, you're suspended for 2 game checks, but we're going to sign you into like a $65 million deal in the offseason.
You'll survive.
Yes.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, it's terrifying, I think, but if Henry Ruggs got an early release after he drunk drivingly murdered somebody and he could still run a 4.4, I would be scared to think, but there might be an NFL team that'd be like, you know what?
Oh,
let's try him out.
After what we just saw with Terrion Arnold, absolutely. Ruggs would be on a team so fast.
That's crazy. Yeah. Is it going to? If let's say he starts for the Seahawks, because again he's very talented. If he gets signed and he gets exonerated, he's going to start. Is it going to make it harder for you to watch Seahawks games?
Absolutely. It gets harder to watch any of these NFL games now. I mean. Yes, I still root for the Steelers, but I'm at the point where I'm not rooting for Aaron Rodgers to win. Why would I want to root for this guy to have success, right? And he's, by all accounts, he seems to be an okay guy. I don't know. He seems to be a weird boyfriend at times. But
yeah, hey, it's not a crime to be a weird boyfriend, okay?
Yeah, I know.
We've both been weird boyfriends.
We all have. But no, it's the same thing. Like, seriously, like if Deshaun Watson was the quarterback of my team, I'm not a fan of that team. Like, I'm sorry. Like, anyone that still roots for the Cleveland Browns, I got to really ask why. Like, and how. How you could sit there and literally want to root for this guy to stand up there in February holding a Super Bowl trophy. Like,
He's never going to hold a Super Bowl
I know,
trophy.
but I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers hold that up, and I just don't like him personally. But yeah, I don't want Kareem Hunt sitting there holding up a trophy for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, I wouldn't want to see Terrion Arnold. You guys wasted an opportunity that as kids we would love to play. And in a society where, once again, I mean, you make a comment about a political candidate, you've lost your job. A comment about something like that. Yeah. And these guys are just, I mean, when you just literally read and go deep dive the stories of like what these guys did, like Kareem Hunt is literally kicking a woman on the ground.
There's a video of it.
There's a video of it. You can see it. And you're out there rooting for him. Like the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid. Honestly, Andy Reid, you're one of like the worst dudes in the NFL. Like, I don't get it. You just want to win.
He looks so lovable. It's just a big old walrus.
I know. It's just it's
disarming.
I can't look at you the same way. These teams that the Seahawks, I'm not going to root for at all this season. The fact that they even went and signed the guy.
I mean, you talk about videos. I mean, Ray Rice won a Super Bowl.
Yes. And that happened after before that
the
punch.
infamous video.
Yeah.
But what's crazy, and then this kind of goes, we can make a parallel with Terrion Arnold because it's easier when we didn't see it happen. Like, I don't know, I didn't see anything. Because Ray Rice is a perfect example of it's like we can deflect or we can ignore until it's put right in our face. Because Ray Rice, this assault was known, like early on with Ray Rice, and they were like, okay. I think it was like a 4-game suspension. They're like, okay, 4-game suspension. When that video came out and how horrifically brutal it was, indefinite suspension. Like, nothing changed.
Nope.
The assault didn't change. The injuries didn't change. The only change was you had to watch it and you had to see it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you were like, whoa, that was rough. 9 times out of 10, these domestic abuse situations are probably just as visceral.
Yes.
But just because we don't see it and we don't have the visual of it, we can just say, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding. It's freaking dangerous, man.
It is. Very.
And it's disappointing because it's like we don't hold these guys accountable and then we give them millions and millions of dollars. And this goes beyond religion or race or position or anything like that. Anybody that does this stuff, like, holy cow, man! Like, how can you hold yourself high? How can you look yourself in the mirror?
Exactly.
And then how can we as a society just write them blank checks? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, like NFL, but it's just they're just this lumbering beast. It's almost too big to fail. They're gonna keep going on.
Absolutely.
And they'll just be like, look at the shield and look what we're doing with like play 360 and the flag football for
what
ladies.
Is the whole wearing pink for the month?
Yeah, breast cancer.
Man, that stuff just when you see all of this that the NFL knows about and just kind of blind eye, and then it just kind of I'm not gonna put it in the same boat, but I kind of am because I'm gonna bring it up. I mean, everyone kind of talks about Live Golf got started. Saudis were trying to kind of whitewash themselves. The NFL with the whole what's the pink. The breast cancer. Yeah.
Breast cancer.
I mean, that is just the biggest PR stunt that you've ever really seen. Like, each year it goes on, it just seemingly it's more in your face to kind of mask what's really going on. Like, all these athletes, I might even look at it this year. All the guys that come out in like the super pink cleats and wear them more pink, I wonder if they're the ones that have the most issues.
The biggest rap sheet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You want to play a really like horrifying game? Or like make it as hard as possible for you to watch an NFL game. When you watch an NFL game, go to each of the team starters and just look up rap sheets.
Boy,
you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't. Half of these guys should not be free at this very moment.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Yes.
Tax fraud. That might be the nicest one. Tax fraud.
Yes.
What Brett Favre stealing from seniors on Medicare.
That is awful. That's awful in its own way, but I mean, he's not physically hurting anybody.
I mean, indirectly he kind of is, but sure,
yes, he is.
Yeah, so I mean, it won't be long until we got some serial killers out there on the field, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if Terrion would have knocked this guy off if he was there. If he was, he's probably from one of these states, because I know you are obsessed like the rest of the country in serial killers,
of course,
and real murder mysteries.
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away. That was a good show.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched it. I heard it was good.
Yeah, me too.
But no, we're gonna lighten it up because man, it got kind of dark there. For goodness. So, what's more light than serial killers?
Of course.
I mean, come on. So I dug up a report that was just made out, just a couple actually today, where we identified the states that had the most of all time. We're talking about all time.
Okay. Oh, all time.
Most not right now.
No.
Most serial killers per capita. Like right now, there's like 5 in this capita. Yeah. No, of all time. Okay. Of all time, I've got the states that had the most serial killers per capita in America. So, first off, this is terrifying. America leads the world in serial killers by far.
Yes.
We've had over 3,600 documented serial killers in our history. About 66% of all known cases worldwide. The next up is Russia with 196.
Oh my
we are 3,615. They are 196.
That is so scary.
2 of every 3 documented serial killers recorded in history operating in American soil. So I'm setting the stage there. So with that, if you could guess, per capita, which state leads the nation? They lead the nation in serial killers.
The per capita is what's going to get you.
Oh, see, you're already thinking you're doing that critical thinking.
Definitely, because there's a couple from California that I know of.
California.
But that per capita.
Yeah, that'll lower you in the ranks.
Because I know you got the Menendez, some guy named Menendez.
The Menendez brothers.
Menendez brothers.
Yeah, the Menendez brothers.
And then you got the Golden Gate Killer.
Golden Gate Killer. The Zodiac Killer, too.
Zodiac, that's right.
Yeah. They're very infamous ones.
I'm trying to think about where...
Do they count as serial killers, the Melendez brothers? They only killed their parents.
No, there's another guy then. I'm messing up his name, but I think he was from California that killed a lot of people.
A lot of people. Okay.
I'm actually trying to think of where Dennis Rader, BTK, was from.
Okay.
Because he's out in the Midwest.
I think it was Missouri.
Something like that. So I want to say Missouri would be on there.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Rhode Island.
Oh, she's left field. Yeah. Rhode Island. You were a real small capita.
Yeah, because 2 serial killers from Rhode Island's got to be the winner.
No, so the winner is Wyoming.
Really?
Wyoming has the most serial killers per capita, about 14 per million residents. So roughly about 1 every 73,000 people were serial killers in Wyoming. Yes.
So if we were to go to, like, I don't know if they call it FedEx Field anymore, fill up that stadium.
Yeah.
One person in this.
I'm murdering half of these people. Yeah, absolutely.
That's scary.
Isn't like Yellowstone based in Wyoming? Do you watch Yellowstone?
Not the show. I've seen a little bit of it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the park is.
Yeah. We're murdering everybody up in Yellowstone.
Be careful going to that park.
How about this? Alaska was on the list.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, scariest victim rate because they got about 9 serial killers per about 100,000 residents. So roaming around.
Believable though, because anyone that's going to live in Alaska, they don't want to be bothered.
Something
they
about like there's a month of the year where there's just no
Yes.
sunlight. That's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, it is.
You're just begging for it. There's a guy named Butcher Baker apparently lives out there.
Okay. Apparently
abducted and hunted at least 17 women in the Alaskan wilderness. Can you imagine getting hunted in the Alaskan wilderness? That sounds like
Apex
fever nightmare. Like, oh, did you watch it?
No, but I had a couple
YouTube.
people at work that saw it and loved it.
Oh, right. Did they get it from the pod? They're like, I heard of the pod.
I wish.
Come on, you could have lied to me.
Sorry.
Jesus. You should have gone. You got Missouri was in the round of the top 5.
Really? Okay.
They were in the top 5.
Okay.
With 350 total victims. Top 5 with 350 total victims. Highest raw count among the leading states.
Wow.
So they got the highest raw count, 350, and that is where BTK was from.
Okay.
But there are 2 others that were obvious ones. You got New York and you got California.
Yeah. Son of Sam, and I'm sure just New York had so many others.
Yeah. Apparently, it's statistically more likely. Well, this is not a surprise. It's more likely to live next to a serial killer than win the lottery.
Obviously. Yes.
Or get bitten by a shark. It's more likely to live next to a serial killer than get bitten by a shark. Go back out in the ocean.
Would you want
those sharks aren't serial killers? They kill one guy. That's it. Period.
That's it.
One shark, one guy.
Would you ever want to know, like in an alternate universe or somehow, some way, that you did live next to a serial killer?
Why would I want that?
I don't know. Curiosity.
That'd be terrifying. Are you kidding me?
Well, like you've moved.
And then
you've moved away.
Yeah.
And someone tells you.
But then there's a part of me like, I wasn't good enough. Like you weren't interested in taking this guy's skin and wearing it as a mask. Okay, fine. What's wrong with me? I'm perfectly good at being murdered. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't feel that way. But
I don't know. Maybe you would sit there after a while and be like, yeah, well, what didn't I do?
There would be a little bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't there be a little bit?
Of course there would.
Especially if they, like, killed the other next door neighbor. It's like, you killed that guy. You know, like, what's wrong with me?
Maybe it's because you actually sat there and had that conversation with them one day.
Maybe it was, yeah. You never know what's going to keep you off of that psycho's radar.
Gotta try to be nice to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can only help you.
I've learned this at an older age. It's like you never know what's going on in people, especially like when you're driving. Don't be a crazy driver. You have no idea what that other car is dealing with right now. No idea. They might be like, the next guy that looks at me the wrong way, smash.
I know. I do sit there and worry. I had one day, some guy was like riding my ass.
Yeah.
And we got to like a yellow light, and it's one of those where it's in a single lane, and then kind of before you get to the light, it goes into 2 lanes.
Oh yeah.
And
he pulled up right next beside you.
Right next to me, and
like he purposely like matched the window right next to your window.
So here was the thing too, right? So I went into the right lane, and that right lane, you actually the grid to where you can pull up to was much farther, like half a car length till like the white line kind of tells you to stop.
Yeah, yeah.
His was further back. He rolled up right up next to me, and I could see out of the corner of my eye, he's just like.
So you could tell when you're being
me.
Looked at. Yeah.
I was like, I think I might have, and I did. I just turned right and
Smart,
went right down the road.
Just diffuse the situation. You're like, I'm not going to let this escalate. This guy obviously is trying to start something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tried, and I'm going to say this. He tried to basically cut me off because he needed to get in the left-hand lane to take a left-hand turn. I look in my rearview mirror. There is no one back there for at least 50 yards.
Yeah.
He could have easily just waited for me to pass,
Sure,
and he tried to come over when I was already, like, I could have let him over. Like, if I really, like, slammed on the brakes. But I was like, dude, no, I'm, like, right next to you. Like, no, like, right back there. And he didn't like that.
Of course not. I mean,
like
people get slided all the time.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, there was one time, a similar situation, at, like I forget what it was. I don't think I was agitating him, but I would, like you said, I wasn't being helpful. I was like, I'm not going to help you be a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's like, you know, it's like a 2-lane road, and I was going. I always hover right around that 8-9 miles over the speed limit because I'm like, I zoom by cops and they're like, nah, this guy's not worth it.
Exactly.
It's not worth it. I was like, great, I found my sweet spot. I can go a little bit faster, but I'm not going to get a ticky. Most places.
Yes.
Most places. So I was in the fast lane. It was a 2-lane road, and I was in that lane, and there was a car in the right lane that I was coming up on, and there's a guy bulleting right behind me. And he tries to swerve. He goes in the right lane to try and cut in front of me before that other car comes.
Yeah.
I may have sped up a little bit. No. Just enough that he had to, like, slam on his brakes and get right back behind me. And then we get to a light.
Oh, no.
And he's right next to me. And, like, I'm just like, I'm not even going to look over. Yeah. But, dude, I kid you not, I hear, like, hey! Oh, hey! And I'm like, no, don't look.
Don't look.
Don't you look over there. Hey! I'm like, it's like, yeah, not so cool, are you? It's like, he's like, yeah, not so brave now, are you? I was like, I never said I was brave. Like, I'm just driving. I was like, hard of hearing. Yeah. It's like, how do you diffuse that without doing what you do? Just like turn out of the way.
I think you keep looking forward and you just stick that one finger up.
Nope, that does not diffuse. That makes things worse. You like pretend you're like doing something. Like, yeah. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's crazy.
Oh, he said,
that would probably work though.
Or just go the opposite. Just be like crying. Like,
yeah.
Like he's like, oh man, he's broken.
Okay.
I gotta kick a guy while he's down. He's going through it right now.
I don't know. He might. Like he's weak.
Maybe Maybe he'll learn something. He's like, you never know what's going on in the other car. You know, full circle.
No.
Guys, he's just gonna be like, yeah, I made that guy cry. Yeah, all right. Yeah. It's like, I'd love to see DW in that situation. He's just like laughing his tail out.
He like turning like Wade.
But yeah, serial killers.
Oh,
you gotta watch out for them, man. Especially in Wyoming.
Well, thankfully Virginia doesn't seem.
We didn't make the list. I was worried. There's some rough spots in Virginia.
Some of that is like urban areas. Yeah, urban, not urban areas. No, not urban. What's the boony area?
The boonies, yeah. A lot of that too.
I'm still recovering from the trip too.
You are, oh, it's all those root beers.
Ginger beers.
Those ginger beers are yummy. But, you know, you can, I mean, at least these serial killers are straight up about it. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to kill you. It's like in Russia, you got those black widows. You heard about, not the spiders, but you heard of like the Black Widows, like in the Avengers movies.
Of course.
Yeah, you know the Black Widows. So there's apparently a rise in the Black Widows right now, but they're doing it as Black Widows does. They're keeping their hands clean because apparently right now, Russia's Black Widows, they're marrying vulnerable men right before they get sent off to war for profit. Gosh. So these women are, they know that because of course this horrible war between Ukraine and Russia has no end in sight, and they keep sending these guys to the front lines. Well, in Russia, when a soldier gets killed in the war, their spouses or closest relatives receives a lump sum of money starting at about $64,000, and sometimes all the way up to about $100,000. This is the government's way of reassuring, conscripts that that if, or rather when, they die, that their families are taken care of. So that's what your life's worth. It's a straightforward system. And obviously, it's pretty easily exploited. So
yes,
the Russian media has been reporting about so-called Black Widows, women who approach and trick men into marriage just so they can send them off to war and cash their compensation check as soon as they get killed.
It's not it's a pretty smart idea. I mean,
hey, you got the hustle down.
You got to have some creativity. It just sucks because they're in that position where this is something that they need to do to like find a way to survive and make some money. It sucks.
So apparently CNN recently sat down with a woman from St. Petersburg. She's like 37-year-old woman whose father died in Ukraine.
Okay.
Little did she know that her father she had no idea that her father even enlisted in the Russian army, nor that he had married a woman 22 years his junior.
Really?
And then she obviously convinced him to go into war just 2 days after their marriage.
No way.
I mean, who are these women? They're convincing these guys to go to war. That's insane.
Hey, vulnerable men.
Yeah.
And look, when I've seen, what is it? My wife will watch that like 90 Day Fiance thing.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
And there was actually one. It was from, I think it was in like, Dinwiddie, Virginia, actually. And it was this like Russian woman, and it was this like guy that still lived with his parents on the farm, and the way she would talk to him, I mean. He basically told his own mother off because she told him to. Like, these guys will do anything, and she was fairly attractive. But just so that his little dangle can get touched, just starting off on the wrong foot. But they're just like that bad off. They're like, I need to pay for a woman, and she can tell me what to do, and I'll love it.
You know, there's even a bigger conspiracy right now. Here, conspiracy corner, that members of the Russian army are working with the Black Widows to conspire with them to send their newly recruited husbands on those like incredibly dangerous missions that nobody else will agree to go on.
Oh my gosh.
In exchange for a cut of the compensation package when they get killed in action. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Is that I'm not saying you would have ever been convinced to go to war for a lady, but have you been convinced to do something you're like, I don't want to do this at all?
I think I almost been convinced to like almost get in a fight with somebody, like over it.
Okay.
Like, he treated me wrong. He said something to me. You need to get in his face for me.
Yeah. I'm your knight in shining armor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was standing there all tough, like, yeah, of course I'm going to say something to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened like a couple times. That's unpleasant because I don't want to get into like.
You're not a confrontational
because
guy.
then it's like the next day, it's like you won't even stand up for me. Like you don't even care about me. I'm like, well, you were wrong the whole time. But I'm sorry. I was trying to think of like what I would do, like the lengths I would go to. I'm trying to think like what could my wife get me to do?
Yeah, I'm thinking in the past there have been close calls.
Okay.
Like a girl almost convinced me to move halfway across the country.
Oh.
Sight unseen. Seabear knows this. I almost moved to Houston.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow. You have to tell me who the girl is after the episode.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Another one would try to convince me to buy or to like lease an apartment that was way out of my price range.
Oh, really?
It's like, this place would be beautiful. Just imagine sitting over here and doing this. And I was like, I cannot afford this place. Now I can.
No, look
but
at you.
I mean, I couldn't. But I don't think anything that would like risk my life. I mean, my wife's trying to convince me to go skydiving, so maybe she's trying to kill me.
You don't want to do that?
I kind of do.
Yeah,
it's on my bucket list.
Okay.
But now she's kind of backed off. It's like when we were dating, she was all about, let's go skydiving, let's rock on. But now that we have kids, she's like, she still wants to go skydiving, but she's very like strategic about it or mathematical about it. She's like, but we can't go together.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
It's like you can go,
and then she'll
and then she'll not on the same flight, but in separate times.
Yeah.
So that if one of us gets donked off, hey, there's still and I was like, that's a really morbid way of looking at things.
It's a smart way to look at things.
Guess,
it's like having to have life insurance. I mean, it's kind of morbid to think about, but you kind of need to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But she's not going to send me to war.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. So it depends. If our FAG weekend went sideways, she might be sending me to war. But luckily, we were good little boys, just having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, was that it for you? Or was there more that you'd come join us on?
I don't know, man. Like, maybe not every year. Like, I might be a once every 5 or something like that. Because I mean, that wore me down. Like, I mean, I'm still recovering, and it's 4 days after. Or maybe if I just took my foot off the gas a little bit when I went,
yes,
that'd be fine.
Yes,
but I can't. I'm a 0 to 60.
I know.
0 to 100.
You
get all of me.
That is
all
the
time.
That is the one thing
It's the curse of Vigo.
I think my wife. We're gonna have to end this episode now. We have so much more to go, but like we're at almost 2 hours. We're just gonna have to do a better job next time. I'm sorry, I'm cutting it. We can.
That's fine.
We had some Major League
MLB
Baseball
talk, but there's more time in the MLB. Can we do a real quick? Where are we at on our bet? Real quick.
Yes.
All right. So for those of you who need a refresher, we have a end of the season bet going on right now. Who's going to end the season with a better record? The Nationals? Me.
Yeah.
Pirates? You. Do you know where we stand right at this moment?
I believe the Nationals are up by 1 game.
Let's go. Last time we recorded last week, I was sweating bullets.
You should have been. The Pirates are disappointing. Hugely
Nats
disappointing.
went on a win streak. Thank God.
I can't believe this. This
Let's
is going to
go.
be week 14, the last week of the regular season, and both our teams are not good.
How dare you? I love my team.
I know you do.
Your team's gross.
You always love your team.
I do.
That's their problem.
I do. I believe. But yeah, one game separates us right now. We both won tonight, though. So we both kept pace tonight.
Ashcraft went with a complete game jam.
My boy Cavalli, 8 innings,
know.
no runs. He had a no-no going to the 8th.
I know.
10 strikeouts.
Dude, you know who I think is going to... I've been worried about my fantasy team. I'm not going to go on and on and on. But you know who I think...
You've been worried? Mr. Oh, I'm up by 20, 30 games.
Playoffs are different beasts.
Oh, so now we see the cracks in the armor. Okay.
But I feel a lot better because he's been passed around our league more than...
Seabear?
Exactly who I was thinking. But Dalen Lyle, I think, is going...
God, what is it with you getting the Nats, man?
Dude, they're a hitting club. What else you
They
want
hit.
from me? I'm kind of actually disappointed that Garcia Jr. is no longer on the Nats because he ain't raking like he was with
No,
them.
not like he was.
But no, I think Dalen Lyle is going to kind of be that second half pickup guy that's going to kind of surge me and give me a better shot.
All right.
'Cause my hitters have been kind of coming a little bit down.
Yeah,
to
they've
earth.
come back to earth.
A little bit. Hard to be good all season.
Yeah, my pitching came back in a big way. You were ripping me last week about having like the worst ERA of all time. Yeah. In 40 innings pitched right now, 2.43 ERA.
Dude, I mean, I'm catching people on the wrong
On the wrong week. But here's the kicker. I have not hit a home run yet.
Of
this
course
week.
not. Yeah.
It's Thursday, and I haven't hit a home run. I need to do something. I'm just gonna go pick up the first guy that's got the most home runs on the
As you
waivers.
should.
I'm gonna do it tonight after this.
Eugenio Suarez will be on your team.
Eugenio Suarez. I was kind of intrigued with Nolan Arenado.
Okay.
Because he's still got a pop
He
in
does.
his bat.
Plus
But I
that
was like,
lineup that he's in.
I know, but I don't know. I'll just pick something out of left field.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to do something. I just need to pick one of those Colorado outfielders right when they go back to the Rockies. And I'm like, okay, you're in my lineup now. I'm just going to start pulling a Seabear and start streaming hitters.
Man, he just picked up someone else that I was like, oh my God, he just keeps picking up these good hitters.
Yeah.
He's got a sixth sense for this thing.
He does.
Oh, but man, I do got to say, my wife, when I came home from the trip, long drive home, it was like six and a half hours. Showed up a little bit later than had originally scheduled. We thought we were going to get there like 3. It was like 4:30. Happy to see my wife. Happy to see the dog. Go to give her a big hug, big kiss. And she pulls back real quick and is like, I know you only had a toothbrush. You need to scrub your tongue and you need to use mouthwash.
Yeah,
like multiple times.
Have you gotten a smoochie since you've gotten back?
Very sparse. Like, they're not as plentiful as before. Yes.
No tongue yet?
We ain't gotten there. I don't think she's ready.
Just coming real fast. Like, I'm sure she'll go for it.
No, I've been tempted to. I don't know if that's just going to make it worse. I think she is a little bit rattled by all this.
Now it's your chance, though, to really get with her. It's like, if there's like one donut left, you just go, you want to eat this? She's never going to eat that. That's your donut.
That's true.
That is your donut.
Oh, you want this last piece of steak?
Yeah.
Mine.
How about now? That's a foot steak.
Oh, and if I said it like that, yeah.
Filet-o-foot right there.
So things are a little rocky in the Semco J-Bear household right now.
It's all right. It's right. Like, it happens to the best of us.
We'll get past it.
You always do. I mean, it's trivial. Like, tell her that you get one of those tongue scrapers and so.
I know.
You know tongue scrapers?
I do. Yeah.
You have one?
I don't.
You should get one.
I should.
Maybe I should. Could have been a parting gift. I could have gotten you a tongue scraper. Just say, do it like night after night. Be like, babe, look.
Scraping that off. Scraping it all
Scraping
off.
it off.
I think it's all gone.
You should have just told her, it's like, I just deep throated it. It didn't even touch this time. I just went.
She'd be like, you don't have those kind of skills.
You don't have that gag reflex. I mean, you do have that gag reflex. And I would know.
You'll never. Oh my God!
All right, but we will get to baseball in the next episode. We're inching towards the college football season.
Yeah.
We haven't even touched on that. We got to start dabbling into that.
Yep.
And then we'll have more preseason football in the books. So we'll have a lot to talk about.
I think this was kind of, I'm gonna call it like our last fun episode.
They're all fun.
Yeah, they are.
How dare you? No, the next one's all business.
All business.
All
we
business.
we got NFL,
Boom.
college football,
Boom.
Major League Baseball.
Boom.
Ain't got but so much time. We got no more scheduled weekends where we're gonna be together that we can talk about. Where
Yeah.
we got a fantasy football.
No,
draft.
I mean, so much to go on in that intro, my friend.
I know.
And I'll be a little bit more scraggly. It felt weird not having my facial hair because I shaved it off for the trip.
Did I miss
just
the memo for that or something? Because I saw everyone when I first got there, and I was like, especially like ill will. I was like, I feel like I saw you a couple weeks ago, and you didn't just have a straight stash.
That's what you do, baby.
So everyone else with just mustaches.
For me, it was peace of mind for my wife. I was like, I'm gonna go looking as repulsive as possible for you, just so you know. There'll be no interest in talking to me.
Well, and definitely none of those college kids had any interest.
Ooh, no.
When you were signing autographs for
no,
them.
it looked like they acted like I had leprosy.
Yes, they did.
Don't touch me with that pen.
It was weird because we were definitely the oldest group in that crowd.
It's the first. I feel like that was because I don't go out much now. It's not like I go out to like.
We don't either.
But we did it at a bar on a Thursday night. And Thursday nights usually college nights.
Yeah,
so we went out on a Thursday night, and it's the first time in a very long time where I was like, I feel too old to be here.
It was a little weird. When we first got there were a couple guys our age that were in there. Mm-hmm. Made me feel a little bit good.
There you go.
But then
we can still hang.
Once it got around like the midnight.
Yeah.
It was, it felt a little. We were just kind of sitting there in our own little corner.
We literally took. Well, I feel like we were trying to be polite. We're like, we're not gonna take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay in our little corner. We literally tucked ourselves in that corner.
We did,
and didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Except for that time I tried to get those guys to take my autograph. Take my autograph.
I don't want to touch this.
While Marry a Man was on the Lonely Island. Marry a Man. We did get one groupie where she's like, you guys sound like In Sync. You remember that?
Yes.
6-year-old woman. We're like, hey, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. She was a lingerer. She would not leave.
I literally turned my back to her. I was like,
And then you were like, what is she still doing?
Yes, I did say that. And then Jimbo didn't get the message, and he kept himself kind of cocked sideways.
Yeah.
So she just kept talking to him. I was like, dude, get over here, man.
Like, this has bad story written all over it.
She got the hint eventually.
Eventually.
And I felt kind of bad, but I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We didn't invite you over.
No.
Like, we didn't.
Appreciate the ballsiness. She went up to 6 dudes.
I know. It's probably because we were the only ones that were closest to her age.
That's true. Hey, you're one of us.
Yes.
One of us. One of us.
And we just shunned her. Now I do feel kind of bad.
I'm with these cool little young kids. Okay, I was like, we were playing Lonely Island. Do you think they had any idea who those people were or those songs?
No.
I tried to play the hits. I played I'm on a Boat.
Yeah.
I played D in a Box.
They maybe had heard D in a Box, but I don't think so.
That's a shame. What is this world coming to? Don't know the classics.
No, they don't. They actually, and I think it was commented by some of our friends, the beat and the bump to those songs was like legit.
I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on Lonely Island.
Apparently, they only have 3 good.
No, they only have
CDs.
3 good albums.
2 weren't good.
Albums,
2.
CDs. Come on, now you think you're a young
We
kid.
are that old.
MP3s. Oh yeah, so tracks. We didn't even go into how like the craziness of DW and Darkness getting into town. How like all the insanity of them just flying in.
Oh my gosh, that felt so long ago.
They almost didn't make it.
No, they didn't.
Darkness was ready to pack it up.
I wouldn't have blamed them.
Yeah.
I
But
really
we'll
wouldn't
save that for the next
All
one.
right, we'll hit that one next time. We'll make it short. We'll make it kind of sweet.
I'll find a plain story where we can kind of segue that
Okay.
into.
Oh, we had the one.
I know we do.
Yeah.
But you said I couldn't do it.
All right, we'll make an exception.
Okay, well, because we didn't do...
Yeah.
so we're doing a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Outline's already written itself. I'm done. All right. Well, that's another episode of Undrafted and Overconfident, the two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Follow us on Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. You can even email us at undraftedandoverconfident@gmail.com. We'll be back next week, hopefully on Wednesday, where we're going to have different takes, same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.